Go. What is up, San Antonio Spurs fans, Los Angeles Lakers fans? Welcome to TSR Sports, where tonight we'll be doing a live play-by-play reaction scoreboard for tonight's game, the San Antonio Spurs versus the Los Angeles Lakers. What's going on, everybody? Hope you're having a good night. TGIF. And both teams on a back-to-back. I believe Anthony Davis might be out for the Lakers. LeBron James I see warming up, which means he is in. And hopefully we have a good game tonight. The Spurs have beaten the Lakers once this year, so they certainly have a chance to beat them tonight. We'll see what happens. No matter what happens, hopefully we have a good game between these two teams. Some rumors lately, or maybe not rumors, but stories about maybe LeBron coming to San Antonio after the season. I don't see that happening, but never say never. Spur of the moment, good evening to you. Daniel Berry, what's going on? Tavares, TS Bear is on his bed, but it is the full crowd tonight. It's me, Miss TSR Sports, TSR Bear, Headband Grogu, as you've already seen, and maybe Coyote in the background. It's your boy Rico, good evening to you. Wemmy triple-double would sound good. To me, Go Spurs go to you, Gabriel. And yes, Greg, everybody is here. And Bear, the bear.
Bear, the bear. I like that.
It's a late one where I am. It might be late where you are too. It is 10:30 Eastern time. Spurs on a back-to-back. Played last night against the Kings and almost won. Took the lead late in the fourth quarter. And then the Kings went on a run, and that was it for the Spurs. Building's full. Yes, my building's full. My living room is full, if you will. Gonna rock a Spurs jersey tonight. It's 7:30. Well, not where I am. I was not happy about the loss either last night. I mean, Team Tank is probably happy that we're only at 11 wins. I don't think we really have any Team Tank on this channel. There's a small percentage that are hoping for the tank, but overall, I think you guys want to see the team play well, compete. Sure, we don't want to win the rest of the. It makes it pointless to win the rest of the season out, but we want to, we want to see some good Spurs basketball. And if you lose like you did last night, so be it. You just don't want to see those games where you lose by like 30 or 40. And they kind of stopped doing that. So just want to see him compete the rest of the year, grow, see Wemby continue to play better. Devin Vassell play like he did last night. Fourth quarter, Keldon was great to see. I'd like to see that Keldon Johnson on a more consistent basis. I'm pretty much done watching Zach Collins play. After he got posted twice within 90 seconds, I was like, this, literally myself and some of you in the chat were saying, pull him out, and Pop did. Fun fact, Devin Vassell has shot 42% from three in his last 10 games. I did not know that. Urban Wild, good evening to you. I am a Tankus. Let's get third odds. You know what? Third odds have worked for us. They've worked out beautifully twice with Tim Duncan and Victor Wembanyama. If we're the third worst team in the NBA come draft time, maybe Letton will strike for a third time and the Spurs get the first overall pick again, which would absolutely infuriate so many fans of other teams if that was to happen to San Antonio again. Pistons have the worst record and we're still going to get the first overall. I like that. Positive. Jesse, good evening to you. Bill says, I don't mind us losing as long as we're competitive. So you and I are in the same boat. I just don't want me to be part of the worst Spurs team in franchise history.
Agreed.
I have been saying that a lot. They need to get to 21 wins. 10 wins might not sound like a lot. There's 26 games left. That would be a 10-16 record. That's not great, but the way this team has been playing, that seems like it's going to be very difficult to achieve. A lot of things are going to have to happen right moving forward over the rest of the season. Not saying it can't happen, but they're going to have to play some good basketball. Well, bet one in. It's 2:33 p.m. in Australia. Wow, 2:33 p.m.?
Yeah.
That's quite the time difference between us.
Yeah.
The last one of this game.
The live cast I was watching is from Australia.
Oh, okay. Marauders, good evening to you. I don't think they're going to take a chance at Killian Hayes. Garrett, I took an hour nap earlier today. Not going to lie. By the way, if you haven't hit the thumbs up, you know the deal. Fun, fast for you, nutritious, and delicious. It does help the channel, and would certainly appreciate any support. And the support I'm looking for usually, of course, is the thumbs up.
Go Spurs, go!
where to put a thumbs up.
Colt, I don't know what you are saying. Vincent, good evening to you. By the way, we've had some issues the last 4 to 6 weeks with streams just losing connectivity and going down. And I did a little research, and a lot of folks have had some issues with version 30 of OBS, which is what I was using. So I actually downgraded OBS to version 29.1.3. And I'm curious to see if that was the issue with... Did you just shut the TV off?
No.
Who shut the TV off? What the... I thought I said... The TV, I think, just went off. Nope, the screen went... Okay. I saw you reach for something. I thought you had the remote.
For my phone, because it's not giving me the option to like.
It's not giving me the option to like on the stream?
No, so I did it on my phone.
That's weird. I also took a nap 4 hours earlier today after I flew back from El Paso. Well, sometimes you need a good nap. Now we can trade for Trae Young in the offseason. A lot of Spurs fans want Trae Young. I'm still on the fence. I'm sorry. The screen went blank, and I saw you reach for something, and then I realized I have both remotes. Probably couldn't have been you. I don't know.
You, babe.
I'll blame Bear. There we go.
Who's sleeping?
Yep, that's why I blame him.
Okay.
What was I saying? I don't remember what I was saying. Trae Young. If we were to get Trae Young in the offseason, he would be our starting point guard, obviously. We would not draft a point guard in this draft. So do we take a Sar? Do we take a Rasace to have more floor spacing or play? I would think we would draft a small forward. If that was the case, if Trae Young comes to the Spurs, it seems like he's been talking a little bit. He's been talking up Wemby lately, like he certainly would want to play with him. Is Atlanta ready to blow things up? And if they do blow things up, how much are they going to want for Trae Young? 3 first-round picks, 4 first-round picks, 5 first-round picks? They're obviously going to want all their picks back that we got in the trade from DeJounte Murray. And then there's going to be more on top of that. How many players are they going to want? Are they going to want Keldon Johnson? Are they going to want Keldon Johnson and Devin Vassell? I don't know. I guess we'll see what happens. If he was to come play for the Spurs, obviously I would root for him. I just don't want to give up a boatload for him, and I don't want to rush the rebuild. We've seen other teams do this where they get a high-profile draft pick. In-state competitors, the Mavericks, drafted Luka Doncic, brought in Kristaps Porzingis, tried to make an instant contender, didn't work. You can't make a contender overnight with a very young team, and we're the youngest team in the NBA. We have nobody that is 30 years or older that's actively playing. I know Marcus Morris is over 30, but the Spurs are clearly giving him a middle finger and will release him once he can't sign on with a playoff team, so they will buy him out. Otherwise, everybody's under 30, and you can't rush that. You get, not baby steps. You don't want to take forever to get there, but you don't want to rush it and screw things up and be stuck in the middle, if you will, the worst place to be. That violinist was pretty good, by the way.
Yeah.
So the Dual 25 NBA draft is something called Cooper Flag. Wonder what he'll be saying about him. She's not a fan. Caps Lock, good evening to you. She's a UConn fan, and she wanted Cooper to come to UConn, and he went to Dookie instead. Young, Vassell, Sohan, Sar, Wembanyama sounds like a fun starting 5. I'm down. Floor spacing could be an issue with that. Trae Young and Devin Vassell, solid three-point shooter. Sohan, Wemby's gotten better, but would Sar kill her for, what's the double S connection, Sohan and Sar kill our floor spacing? Maybe, maybe not. At this point, I say we draft the best player available, which doesn't duplicate Wemby's position. I could agree with that. Versace will take a long time to develop. Sar is NBA ready, and rookie point guards early in the NBA draft are a rare hit. That's true. I think Trey would want to adjust to the team mentality, realizing that he's playing with a generational talent like Wemby. I could see that, Chris. I think he obviously be committed to winning. He's done enough losing in Atlanta or disappointment in Atlanta, and I could see him making the adjustments necessary. Good evening, Andrew. Trae Young today had only 11 points, and then the Hawks lost by 2. Well, you're going to have a bad game. TSR, the Spurs small forward. I'm a little short. 6'4", I don't think it's going to cut it at small forward these days. Good morning, Ronald. What's up, Jorge? The Pussycats, good evening. LeBron is in, old man. I believe Anthony Davis is out. No surprise when the Lakers have had back-to-backs throughout the season, throughout the last few years. LeBron may play one game, and Anthony plays the other one. I get it. Pretty sure he's playing, though. I saw LeBron warming up, which tells me he's playing. I saw Anthony Davis listed as doubtful, and as fragile and injury-prone as he is, he's probably not playing. we get young in the offseason, Spurs will draft Cody Williams and Ryan Dunn to soup up our length in defense. Cody Williams is definitely a name I'm hearing. Oh, actually, look, Anthony Davis is playing. Rui Hachimura, LeBron James, Anthony Davis, Austin Reeves, DeAndre Russell. I stand corrected. I thought for sure Anthony Davis was going to be out, but he's listed as playing. Spurs had the third most difficult remaining schedule. Well, that's
great.
Not going to help us get to 21 wins there, Phil, but thank you. Andrew, I'm doing well. Good evening, Spurs Nation. I got a Kelvin Johnson jersey on, Jorge. Julian Champagny, Jeremy Sohan, Victor Wembanyama, Demisel, Trey Jones. The usual five for us is starting. And when I look at that starting five, bookends from the graphic that's up there, Champagny, need a replacement for him. I like Trey Jones. I do prefer him in the starting lineup over Jeremy Sohan running the point or Malachi Branham. But Trey Jones is not our franchise point guard unless he can become a overnight three-point shooter and start hitting 36, 37% of his threes. Right now, he's sub 30%. Killing our floor spacing. He is undersized by today's NBA standards. He's significantly smaller than me. And I'm here on my couch. He's 6'1", I'm 6'4". Anthony, thank you for the $2 super chat. He says, listening while doing Uber and Lyft. Appreciate you. Kerr, good evening to you. The Lakers should win, but any given Sunday.
Hey, Andrew.
Phil, do not say that. He says he predicts Lakers will have 45 free throw attempts during the first half. That would be a nightmare, which means this game would go to 1 o'clock in the morning. I hope not. Brandon Bossa, good evening to you. Jorge, did you really? You're okay, just kidding. I was like, did you really just ask who I'm going for? And you're looking around the room. There's a Lakers icon on the top right of the screen, logo, and everything else is silver and black. Hoping for a good game. This is going to be a tough game. Davis has done very well against us the last few years. He's going to be very difficult to handle. You can never count on LeBron. I know he's pushing 40. He'll be 40 this year, but he can still play. Not going to play much defense, but offensively, he'll still get it going. Happy Friday indeed. The Lakers have more than double the amount of free throws than the second most team. Now, I did see that. A lot of it has to do probably with the fact that they attack the paint a lot. And they're getting calls. I'm sure they're getting calls. I mean, veteran players like LeBron and AD are going to get calls that rookies maybe won't. But they do also a lot of their work in their paint. Like when you see the Warriors complain they're not getting free throws, Golden State's out there chucking threes all the time. You're not going to get a lot of free throws if you're out there shooting 25-foot shots. Will the Spurs cover at plus 11, Fred? I hope so. I hope it's a good game. No matter what happens, I hope we have a good game. So if there's any Lakers fans in the chat, good evening to you. I know Spurs Nation's in the house and the players are on the court. And away we have a good game. AD versus Wemby. And Wemby easily wins the jump ball. He is much taller.
He really is.
I think AD's 6'10"-ish. Correct me if I'm wrong in the chat. Anthony Davis, I think he's around 6'10". Jones will start us off in three-point land. Gets it over to Vassell. Vassell looking to get it back to Jones. Over to Wemby. Wemby drops it off to Vassell on the screen. Vassell's going to drive in the paint and lose the ball. Turnover already for the Spurs. And a three to start us off in the game for the Lakers is no good. I think that was Austin Reeves. I was checking a couple things. Now a block by Wemby on Austin Reeves. First block of the game for Victor. He'll bring out the court for San Antonio. He'll chuck a three and get fouled. Yeah, we have a foul. 3 free throws coming up for Wemby. And a foul on Anthony Davis. Wemby's so freakishly long.
Amazing.
So long. He could easily average 4 blocks a game. It's going to be tough to average 5 blocks a game simply because players don't attack the rim like they did back in, let's say, in the 90s where David Robinson, Olajuwon, and such were averaging 4 blocks a game. Wemby's first free throw is good, but he could easily get to 4. I don't think he's going to get to 5. Lakers have been playing well lately, 6-2 in their last 8 games, if you didn't know that. Hope we have a good second quarter. Yeah. Around 6'10", 6'11", okay. LeBron ran over and hugged Pop before tip-off. LeBron to the Spurs confirmed. I don't know about that. Wemby at the line for one more. Swish. There you go, Phil. The Spurs have 3 more free throws than the Lakers. Good evening, Toby. Austin Reeves out in 3-point land. Alley-oop to LeBron, and he'll get the alley-oop layup. Lakers on the board, 3-2. Spurs ball. Champagne on 3-point land over to Devin Vassell, looking to maybe get it to Wemby. Does get it to Wemby. Wemby one-on-one with Anthony Davis. And he'll drop it off to Trey Jones with 8 on the shot clock. Trey will start to drive. Gets it to Wemby. Wemby with a little tip and another whistle. And Wemby's going to the line for 2 more.
I really hope it's not this many whistles.
I mean, it's advantageous to the Spurs, but I don't want to see whistle after whistle after whistle. The fouls on Rui Hachimura. Reds, go Spurs, go to you. With the 6'8", 6'10" prospects coming out of the draft the next 2 years, how long will Sohan be a Spur? As long as he continues to improve for many years to come. If he shows no growth in year 3 or 4, not looking good. Wemby's first free throw is good. He's 4 for 4 from the line. I shouldn't have said that because I just jinxed him. Michael Torres, up to you. Wemby at the line for one more. Deep breath. Alrighty. Wemby 5 of 5 from the line. The Spurs have scored all their points on Victor Wembanyama free throws. That's correct about the 45 free throws. It's the wrong team. Touche, sir. D'Angelo Russell one-on-one with Trey Jones. Over to LeBron. LeBron zips it into Anthony Davis. Davis one-on-one with Wemby in the post. Drives. And he's going to get blocked. And he's going to get fouled. Oh, my God. This is going to be bad. They are calling whistles on everything.
Hey, Toby.
Caps locks. I don't like Sohan. Who is with me? Ouch. You shouldn't be rooting against Jeremy Sohan. One, if you're a Spurs fan, don't root against any of our guys. I mean, I'll be critical of our guys, but I'm always like, I hope Zach Collins stops sucking in 2024 and plays well. But one, don't root against your own guys. But two, this is my opinion, don't root against your own guys. But Jeremy Sohan is a lottery pick from 2 years ago, number 9 overall. Those are picks you don't want to miss on and have a wasted pick. Seeing Joshua Primo, sure, the Spurs could not have expected he would get into any type of legal trouble. But when you have lottery picks and high draft picks that essentially turn into a bust, whether it's playing, injury, or off the court shenanigans, those set your franchise back. You can't afford to lose on those picks. Made them both. I think. Isn't it 5-4? Did I put too many points on the board?
3.
Was it 5-3?
According to the TV.
Didn't he make both free throws? I thought he did, so it should be 5-4.
Snuggling the dog.
Well, now it's 5-6 as Davis gets a dunk. I think it's 5-6. I don't think the NBA thing here is right. Well, actually, ESPN says they have. All right, I guess I'm off. Was that Wemby for 3? Maybe he missed one and I'm just out of it. It is late. My apologies. It's 8-5. Wemby has all 8 of the Spurs points. And now Wemby with the steal. Gets it up to Sohan, who bounces to Champagne. That's the first bucket and first points by not Wemby. 10-5. He did miss one Spurs and one. I thought he made them both. I'm sorry. I was looking back and forth to the chat. I might make some mistakes here tonight. It's
really late.
Back-to-back 10 o'clock games, 10 and 10:30. Austin Reeves drives in the paint, gets the layup good. Sohan's slander will not be tolerated. Mr. Jones drives over to Champagne. To Wemby, wide open for 3 all day. Victor has 11 points in the first under 3 minutes. Wow, Wemby putting on a show so far. I should have worn my Wemby jersey. D'Angelo Russell pull-up jumper good, 13-9. Bobo had 25 points and 14 rebounds. Are those his stats for the whole year combined?
I was wondering that too.
Wemby with the ball drives on Anthony Davis. And got pushed. I think that's a second foul on Davis. That might be number 2. Wemby on fire. Did Bobo really go for 25 and 14 tonight? Well, that's a whole different situation, Greg. But yes, Len Bias passing away certainly set the Celtics back. He was, what, a second overall pick? Trey Jones for 3? Yeah, that's what I thought. Davis does have 2 fouls, and the Lakers are keeping him in. That is very dangerous. If he picks up a 3rd foul, ball knocked out of bounds. Never mind. Thought we had a foul. Gonna be Lakers ball, 17 on the shot clock. Wemby, he's shown up so far. I don't know what I need to see out of Germany to qualify his growth and improvement. Okay, fair. That's a turnover for the Lakers. Wemby gets it up to Champagnie, open for 3. Air ball. Wemby gets the ball, and he gets a dunk, and another bucket for Wemby.
Dunk of justice.
And Rui misses a shot in the paint. Spurs ball. Wemby will bring it up. Yeah, Wemby's got 13 already. Wemby drives on Anthony Davis. Awkward looking layup. No good. Ooh, Sohan just took a hard spill. Steal by Trey Jones. Sohan back up. Vassell for 3. Yeah, he fell hard. And gets the offensive rebound. Sohan in the paint with a putback. No good because he just can't seem to make shots around the rim unless it's a dunk. D'Angelo Russell for 3. This is getting chaotic. Wemby with the rebound. 15-9. Spurs up by 6. Wemby drives. Gets it to Sohan. And Sohan almost lost it. Spurs get it back. Trey Jones runner. Bounces off the rim. No good. This is just getting actually kind of sloppy. Last minute. Both teams need to slow down maybe just a little. Quick pull-up 3 down the other end. Oh, that's good. Pop going to call a timeout. Rui Hachimura for 3. Fresh Zero, good evening to you. Himby is playing well. I got to look up Bobo here. I'm being told in the chat Bobo went off tonight. Like, did he start? Where's my mouse? I can't see my mouse.
He is working on getting that Parker jersey, I promise you.
I am working on getting that Parker jersey. All right. Phoenix Suns played the Houston Rockets. Bobo had 25 points and 14 rebounds off the bench. He played him 27 minutes today. 11 out of 17, 2 out of 3 from the arc. Wow. Is that one of his career? Is that his best game? It's definitely his best game of the Sun. I'm shocked. Nobody else had mentioned in the chat, so I wanted to check it out. He played well. Phoenix lost to the Rockets, but that's got to be one of his best games of the year, if not his best game, I would think. Is he actually cracking the rotation in Phoenix finally? We are almost at 50 thumbs up. If you haven't hit the thumbs up, what you waiting for? Looks like this.
Go, Spurs, go! Go, Spurs, go!
So those are Wemby stats. 13 points, 3 rebounds, 1 block, 2 steals, in 5 minutes. Bobby February, good evening. Yes, Sirski, what's going on?
Hello, everyone. Happy Friday.
Eunice French, good evening. Chris, I don't know about Bobo, best player in the NBA, but he certainly had a great game tonight. Militano, good evening. The Lakers franchise holds the all-time record for number of finals appearances. How many times have the Lakers made the NBA Finals? 29. That was 32. That means they lost more than I realized. I think they've won 17, so have they lost 15? That can't be right. They're not 17 and 15 in the finals, are they? Maybe they have more wins than I'm remembering. Last game, when we played... No, he played 31 minutes, Rico Suave. 31, not 41. He played 31.
Aw, Phil, thank you.
We're getting rated by Spurs haters? Are we? I don't see anything... Michael Torres loves Zach Collins. Well, that might be it. Somebody run for the Spurs to lose. Papa's going to put Zach in. Yeah, Zach Collins going to go in, and then there goes the lead. And unfortunately, that's actually a factual statement, it seems like, lately. When he goes out and Collins comes in, which is happening right now, whatever lead we had is gone. I like Zach. He's been terrible offensively so far in 2024. He's missed every 3 he's taken in February. And defensively, he's not giving us anything there either. Jerry West lost like 7 or 8. Did he really, Diego? I didn't realize they had that many losses. I really had no idea. Collins with the ball right now. Out to Vassell for 3. In and out burger. And we're going to need a big game from Devin and Kelvin if we're going to win this thing. Wemmy's already showing tonight. We need somebody else to show. JR, thank you for the $20 super chat. He says, go Spurs, go. Well, let go Spurs, go to you. LeBron just scored. I don't know how he scored, but he did just get drop the deuce on us. Zach Collins in the paint. Almost turns the ball over. Said will kick it out to Julian Champagny. Open corner 3. That's a miss. Oh, so who's going to step up offensively for San Antonio? Wemby out. Somebody got to get going here. LeBron one-on-one with Vassell, driving into the paint. Fadeaway jumper. Just a little short. Anthony Davis, a nice rebound, kicks it out for 3, no good. Somebody get the ball, San Antonio. It's going to go out of bounds, and it's going to be the Spurs ball.
Just went right over the chairs.
Albert, you are correct. Biggest Spur killer is in now. Zach Collins. Lately, yes. Thank you all here on No Cape. I like Zach. I do. I don't like the way he's been playing. And let me just say, I like all our guys, except for Marcus Morris. Actually, except for Marcus Morris. He can suck it. But aside from Marcus Morris, I like our team. I just don't like sometimes the way they play. Like Zach Collins. I don't like the way he's been playing the last month and a half. I don't like Julian Champagny in the starting lineup. But this is what it is. I don't like the growth we've seen in Malachi Brandon this year, which has been 0.
Collins definitely played better earlier in the season.
He played much better last year. Kellen's going to chuck a 3. No good. Let's not get into chucking 3 mode, guys. That's not how we're going to beat the Lakers. I would attack Anthony Davis with his 2 fouls. LeBron 1-1 with Jeremy Sohan. And a whistle. Is that Zach Collins?
You're not even wearing a headband.
No. Headband power's right here. There's your headband power.
Woo-hoo. That's some good headband power.
That's some good headband power. Well, the Hornets aren't very good, Mick. It kills. Go Spurs, go indeed. And Father Christ, yes. Out of the technical free throw for the Lakers. Davis made it. We're tied up. Was there a clause in Zach Collins' contract that he has to play like crap? I don't think so. I hope not.
I mean, there is the clause that he can't get traded.
Yeah, this year. Well, the thing is, for everybody that says trade Zach Collins, the way he's playing right now is tanking his trade value. LeBron pull-up jumper, and the Lakers are on at least a 5-0 run. Wemby came out with the Spurs up 15-12. Well, now they're down. Geez, another whistle? I'm Zach Collins again. He's got 2 quick fouls, doesn't he?
Mm-hmm.
And Measy, what's going on? No, Kokoshiba. Doesn't it feel like that? Like nobody can hit a shot? Like, I don't know if that's too. Actually, made that legal D whistle, so maybe it's just 1 foul on Zach, but still, not off to a good start for Zach Collins. If I was the Lakers defense, I would attack Zach left and right after what we saw last night with the Kings. LeBron in the paint. Throws it up off the glass. It's no good. And Sohan will grab the rebound and bring it up for the Spurs. 5 minutes to go. They are down by 2. And Spurs turn the ball over. Fast break for the Lakers. And the fast break layup is good. And 1. Taurean Prince with the bucket. 10-0 Laker run.
Oh, that's tough, babe.
We were just up 15-12. Zach Collins checked in. That's a big change. Not trying to pick on Zach tonight, but what a difference this team is. The Spurs are 2 different teams when Wemmy's on the court and when Zach's on the court. Replace Zach Collins with, why would I try Barlow tonight at this point?
Caps Lock, I'm a UConn fan. I mostly follow college and I follow the UConn players who make the NBA, but I'm enjoying watching the Spurs when they play well.
So she's not really enjoying watching the Spurs is what she's saying.
They have moments.
Carl was playing okay before he got injured, but I think he's really rusty and not sinking. You could be right, follower. It trade the whole bench. Our bench has been awful.
Oh, we really have.
Kelvin was great last night in the 4th. He really stepped up and helped keep us in the game. Chetty Osman's been kind of on and off. I do like Blake Wesley as a backup point guard.
Yeah.
For the time being, he's got to continue to improve. really needs to work on his free throw shooting, become a better three-point shooter, which is really a problem with all our point guards on the team, well, except for the one that's not playing, Devontae Graham. That being said, yeah, we got a lot of holes on the bench. Fire Pop. Well, Anthony, a lot of people feel that way. He's not getting fired. He's not firing himself. Why does Barlow not play? He can't be poopier than whatever this is. That's fair. Greg, you would expect a drop off, but this is just a drop off. This is like off a cliff. Pop needs to realize it's okay to win games now. I think Ernesto, they're trying. We're just not as good as we thought we were. We are who we thought we were. We're a bad team. I'm still shocked that we're worse than last year.
I'm having trouble with that one, I gotta be honest.
I mean, what's different really from this year from last year? We traded Jakob Poeltl and Josh Richardson, and we gained a Wemby. And Wemby's been fantastic at times. Yet the team is worse, significantly worse. And Victor's ceiling is, I like Jakob Poeltl, let's be honest. Wemby's ceiling is way higher than Jakob Poeltl's will ever be. Wemby's already scoring more points per game this year than Poeltl has even sniffed. I think Jakob's career high in points per game is, 11 or 12? He's already a better shot blocker, a better rebounder. He can shoot threes. He's a better free throw shooter. He's already miles above Jakob Poeltl in his rookie season. But our wild inconsistency is still there. Devin's great one night, disappears the next. Kellen's great one night, disappears the next. I don't get it.
The lack of consistency is really concerning.
The experimenting sure says back this year. The Jeremy Sohan point guard experiment was a disaster.
Yes.
Malachi Branham running the point was a disaster. So we haven't done ourselves any favors, but we're so much worse than last year, and I can't fathom. Missed the free throw. Look at Kellen's green shoes. What is he wearing?
He wants you to see him from space.
I can see him from space. Spurs ball. Malachi Branham pull up jumper in the paint. No good. LeBron with the rebound. And when's the last time the Spurs have scored?
It was a while ago.
Has it been like 3 minutes?
It was a while ago.
Austin Reeves gets it to AD. AD against Zach. Tosses it out. Prince the ball over to LeBron. LeBron to Prince to AD. And AD's going to posterize Zach Collins.
That seems to be happening a lot lately.
That sound familiar? Zach getting postered, getting dunked on? Down by 6. Branham's wide open for 3. He'll chuck the 3. He'll miss the 3. Seriously, can anybody make a shot when Wemmy's not in there? LeBron one-on-one with Kelvin Johnson. Gets a screen into the paint. Alley-oop and another dunk by Davis. We have no defense, no rim protection. The Lakers are on a 14-0 run. Wemby comes out and it all falls apart. Get this kid some help. Devin, earn your contract. Collins, runner in the paint. Zach Collins, the one that ends the 4.5-minute scoring drought of all people. Wow. I'm shocked at how bad our team is when he's out. Like, I know we've seen it before. AD layup and one fouled by guess who? Zach Collins.
Zach needs to go spend some time meditating and figure out where his game went.
Dragon, I don't know what this team needs. We need some milk. You know what? Lance drafting Sarr, another 7-footer, is not sounding bad. The more I watch this, and Zach Collins is not going to be the answer off the bench. Now, maybe he is injured. If he's injured, then he shouldn't be playing, and Dominic Barlow should be in. And that's on the coaching staff, not just Pop. That's on the medical team, Pop, everybody, and Zach himself. If he's not good to go, get out of there.
Wemby does not look happy.
Davis scored 1 point with Wemby on the floor. Now he's got 9. Marcel, jumper, no good. Has he hit a bucket tonight?
I don't think so.
And Wemby's got 11 of the Spurs' 17 points, and he hasn't played since like the 7-minute mark. I know he's sure he's not happy. That pull-up jumper is good. D'Angelo Russell, we're down by double digits now. Morning, Joiling Chong. Lakers on a 19-2 run in the last 4.5 minutes, which is when Wemby came out. And another miss by the Spurs. This is Davis going to drive on Collins. Throws it up. No good. Going to get fouled again. Does Collins have 3 fouls now? Feels like it.
Well, sorry, if he fouls out, we don't have to watch him play anymore tonight.
Well, this is true. Mark the game or good morning to you. This is what I don't like about the cell consistency. Toby, that's a lot of our roster.
Yeah.
Go find my man. There it is. So you have no friends.
Aww.
I don't. I mean, I look at my list of friends and it's actually kind of sad. I've known Ken for over 20 years, Jim for over 20 years, Bri for 20 years, Tim for 20 years, Jeff for 20 years, Graham for 15, Will for 15, Dan for 15. This TSR's been with me for 8+ months. And counting. And counting. Wemby's back in. Hallelujah.
Woo-hoo.
First free throw's good. It is 3 fouls on Zach. Dominic Barlow time. I better not see Dominic Barlow wearing a hoodie and some jeans. I have Baby Coyote. It's true. Lance, I do.
Baby Coyote.
Levitating Baby Coyote. 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 My bestest little buddy.
My brother says that Landon has not stopped singing that, by the way.
Really? Chetty Osmond in the paint. Layup good. Lakers ball. Up by 11. 12 on the shot clock. Lakers are in the bonus. That pull-up jumper is no good. Who shot that for the Lakers? Couldn't see who that was. D'Angelo Russell. Wemby with the ball. Thought about it 3 for a half second. And now another whistle. Tarian Prince going to call for the whistle on Chetty Osman. Good afternoon where you are, Jerlin. Good evening where I am. No, Russell, actually, I'm very thankful for my friends group. I was going to tell my girlfriend my list of friends. We're talking about our friends. She's like, you got a lot of friends that you've known for like
a really long time.
Yeah. Wemby for 3. Back iron, no good. I don't know where Barlow is. Well, Wemby's in the game. An alley-oop attempt, no good by the Lakers. Spurs ball, Chetty Osmo bringing up the court. Zips over to Wesley. Wesley alley-oop to Wemby, and he's going to not be able to convert that alley-oop. The pass is a little off. Lakers on the run. Corner 3. Prince, no good. Osman with the rebound. Can we get this lead down to like 5 before the end of the first quarter? Kelvin's going to fly into the paint. Euro step, layup, good. There you go, Kelvin. Attack the rim. That's when you're at your best. Not when you're putting your head down and not looking where you're going and running into 4 people, but when you're, making a good decision when attacking the rim and playing aggressive. Russell into the paint, loses the ball. Wemby with the steal. Going to launch it over to Branham. Malachi will drive in the paint. Throws it up. In. All right, lead down to 7. Just keep it going. Keep it going.
I will say, Keldon seems sluggish today. He's not moving quickly.
Think so?
Yeah.
Maybe he's going to play like last night where he's just slugging and then gets it going in the last quarter. That's a miss. Wemby with the rebound.
Oh!
Wemby and 1.
This guy is awesome.
He is the whole offense. Wemby with the drive into the paint.
He's the whole offense.
Throws up the layup.
Defense.
Gets the bucket and 1. He is
And a
all he
hug.
got offensively.
And he gets a hug.
And he gets a hug from Kelman. How many points does Wemby have? 13. He's got 15 out of our 25. 7 minutes, 15 points. Make that 16. Spurs on a 9-0 run. We're just going to have to play Wemby the rest of the game. That's all there is to it. What's up, Son of Scar?
Hey!
Hey! I don't know, I was dating a Valley girl.
Listen, I'm just happy I've almost made my goal.
Torian with the high layup over Wemby, no good. Wemby with another rebound. Shot clock is off. Spurs ball. All right, leads 4. Let's get another bucket here. Wemby way out in three-point land. Wemby's going to pull up. Off the back of the rim, no good. And the ball's going to go out of bounds. It'll be Lakers ball. Melissa Key needs some help big time. He's missed most of the first quarter, and he's by far our leading scorer. That shot's not gonna count even if it went in. We cut the lead to 4. I said let's cut it to 5. We cut it to 4. And it's all Victor right now. All Victor. If we had anybody else that could score, without Wemby, we have what, 9? Well, no, I think that's that. Wemby had 16. We'd have 10. Wemby had 16 points and 7 rebounds. And he's played what, 6 minutes? 7 minutes? 7 minutes, I think. He's outscored the rest of the entire Spurs team. We need to get going.
Yeah.
Like somebody needs to get going big time. All right, we went up second quarter. I can't believe you're still awake. I thought you were going to fall asleep at this point.
I made my goal. I made it. I stayed awake for the whole first quarter.
Wemby comes in when we're down. When Wemby left, we were up by 3. When he came back, we were down by 11. Now we're down by 4.
He's the whole team.
16 points, 7 boards, 3 steals, and 2 blocks. That's a whole game worth of stats. And he's done that in 7 minutes. Yeah, it's very ugly when he's not in the game. Like the Lakers announcer said, you have to build around Wemby. Well, yes, absolutely. There's no doubt about that. Zach Collins is at a minus 16, and he played, what, 4.5 minutes? Kawhi Leonard's in the chat. Why? What are you doing here?
Giggling.
Actually, that is what he just did. TSR Bear missed it. No, TSR Bear is asleep. Yes.
TSR is not that far behind him.
No, it's not. 7 minutes, 16 points. That's just 7 minutes. John Lou, I don't think he likes losing, so at the moment he doesn't like being a Spur. You probably also understand this is a young team with a lot of picks moving forward, and the team's going to have to improve. Let's say we finish this year with like 16 wins. Sorry, Spurs fans, that sounds bad, but we're not getting to 21, barring the team really going on a big run. I hope I'm wrong, but let's say we finish with 16 or 17 wins. The team's going to have to improve next year big time, like get somewhere into the low 30s. And as long as Wemby's seeing the team progress in winning and building something around him, then he'll be happy in San Antonio, want to stay here. If he sees us not progressing and drafting guys that are just misses and then players are leaving, then he leaves after year 4. I don't think that's going to happen. That would be the worst case, absolute disaster scenario, and I just can't see that happening. All right, second quarter underway. Spurs only down by 4. Wemby is in the game, and I think we're going to see him play some heavy minutes tonight because we just can't afford to keep Zach Collins on the floor. LeBron pull-up jumper good. Every time I see the other team's cheerleaders, it makes me miss the silver dancers. Rico, they're not. I don't think they're losing on purpose. I just think we're that bad. There's been some bad decisions made. Branham gets in the paint and he throws it. Didn't dunk it. He actually threw kind of like a two-handed layup and a nice dish by Wemby. So another assist by Wemby. Wemby has Chet's average in 7 minutes. Exactly, Kokoshibo. Ooh. Jackson Hayes drives baseline and throws down a beautiful reverse dunk. Nice pass by D'Angelo Russell. 34-28. Kelvin Johnson drives in the paint. All sorts of out of control. Falls down. Gets fouled, going to the line for 2. Okay. Spurs actually shooting the free throws just as much as the Lakers.
Man, he threw that down with authority.
He did throw that down with authority. All right. 2 free throws for Kelvin coming up. As much as I would like Sarr, I don't want him to go back to the 4. I think he would stay, or is Sarr naturally a power forward, or is he a center? I feel like he's a center, Phil. Last 4 games versus the Lakers, Kelman's averaging 24 points a game with 48% from beyond the arc. So Kelman has generally played the Lakers very well. We're going to need him big. Our bench has been bad.
He's going to have to step up.
Made the first free throw. I mean, we've talked about the bench a little tonight. Zach has been awful this year. Malachi's been wildly inconsistent. Osman's been a little bit up and down. Blake has been defensively pretty solid, but offensively inconsistent. We just don't have much off the bench right now, and if we're going to win tonight, it can't just be Victor doing everything. Kelvin missed the free throw. The Spurs get the offensive rebound. I mean, if Wemby goes for 40 tonight, great. We're going to have a foul. I think that's on Spencer Dinwiddie. It is. 22 wins was bad. This is blank. Fill in the blank. This is 22 wins is bad. This is this is poop.
This is awful.
Yeah. Sarr's a power forward, so when Wemby would stay at center then? Or no, you got. I know. I see you guys saying different things in the chat. I'm confused. Is that Blake Wesley for 3? No, that was a 2. That was a long 2. I don't like long 2s. We're going to shoot that far away. Just take a 3. But he made the shot at least, so maybe give him a little confidence to keep making shots moving forward. Wesley guarding LeBron right now. LeBron gets to the Russell to go around the world for an open corner 3. No good. Defensive rebounding still kills us. Russell with the ball right now for the Lakers. We just give up so many second chance opportunities.
Yeah.
Russell takes a 3 and gets fouled by Branham.
It's hard if you don't get those second chance opportunities. If you can't convert that stuff, it's so frustrating.
Kawhi Leonard says, get Trae Young and reconcile with Kawhi.
I like the reconcile with Kawhi part.
That's what I think of that. Hey, you know what? If Trae Young came here and they fixed things with Kawhi, well, let's fix things with DeJounte Murray. Let's bring him back. Let's bring DeJounte, Trae Young, and Kawhi Leonard in. Let's not do that. This is 3 free throws for Russell, by the way. He made the first 2.
Hey, Jared.
Jared, hope you're doing well. Good evening, Cesar Gomez. Good evening good morning to you in the Philippines. Because you guys are 12 hours ahead, I believe. It's 11 a.m. where you are. Does our bench have 13 points, Mick? Wemby with the ball. Do we? We only have 31 as a team, so is it Wemby pull-up jumper off the rim, no good? We're going to have a foul, and this foul is going to be on the Lakers. Star would be a step back for the Spurs. Wemby going to go triple-double with steals? That would be great. How about quadruple-double? Oh, yeah, Kelvin's being held by Torian Prince. They're going to call that.
Hey, Rico Suave.
Rico. It's your boy, Rico. Torian Prince with 3 fouls. You know what? I think the Lakers are getting more whistles than the Spurs tonight. Not what I would have thought in L.A., but I'll take it. I just would rather see less fouls overall, though. Branham runner in the paint, he sucks. Sorry. He's been such a disappointment. I had high hopes from Malachi. Russell runner, he's also misses it. Wemby with the rebound. Get it to Blake Wesley. Blake will bring it up for the Spurs. Out to Branham. Branham's going to start the drive. And alley-oop to Wemby. And Wemby gets fouled. My goodness, this is a foul fest.
It really is.
No, Greg Bear is he's over on his bed. He's asleep. What's up, Walker? I was kicking off my shoes, putting my legs up on the couch. I don't wear my sneakers on the couch because I just don't do that. Wemby at the line for 2 more. First player in NBA history with 150-plus blocks, 150-plus assists, and 75 three-pointers made. That's a weird stat line, but sure, we'll take it. Heat versus Pels turned into WWE in the 4th quarter. Justin, we saw that. We flipped that game on right when that was going down. 4 players ejected, I believe. Just forgot anybody that isn't a guard, like Caleb. Huh? Just forget anybody that isn't a guard. What do you mean, Militano? This is way too many fouls. Andrew, you fell asleep last night? I'm going to fall asleep tonight. Although I'm actually feeling pretty good. I feel kind of energized. I took a protein shake right before this game started, and it's helping. Wemby made both free throws. He's got, 17 or 18 now? Jasper, the moment, almost 20. He's got 18 points and 7 boards. Could very well go for 40 tonight. But he's got 18 with the Spurs, 33 points. I'm glad he's having a great game, but we need more.
Need to step up too.
LeBron pull-up jumper good, and Bron's looking pretty good tonight. Collins about to come in. Blake Wesley's little runner good. I think Blake has 4 now, so Blake's playing well off the bench. Brown will bring it up for the Lakers, guarded by Jeremy Sohan. Drives right by him. Kick it out to Russell for three. Collins is the best player on the Spurs. No. No. Keldon with the ball. He'll drive in the paint. Back out to Blake. Blake thought about a three. Pulled it down. We'll get it to Sohan for three. That's nothing. We had nobody in the paint for an offensive rebound when he took that shot. Rory Hachimura with the layup over Wemby. That's good. 44-35. We're down by 9. Why isn't Barlow getting any playing time? Is he in street clothes? Has anybody seen Barlow? Keldon out to wide open Champagny for three. Come on, Julian. Blake Wesley gets the offensive rebound. Julian, you got to start making some shots, my man. Gets it to Wemby. Wemby in the paint. Layup. No good. Wemby might be a little tired. He's playing a lot more minutes than he normally does at this point in the game.
Well, he's carrying the whole team.
And he's carrying the whole team. Russell for three. Jeez. Pop's going to be calling a timeout, and he is. Russell with 13 points. Calvin, good evening. Vassell's not doing anything tonight, Adriel. Happy Friday to you, Calvin. Vassell minus 13. My son's not legit dropped 200. Yeah, Calvin, I heard Bobo went off tonight. He had 25 and 14? Is that his first real, action this year? Yeah, Zach is checking in. Not to toot my own horn, but I can actually, when I'm in camera pointing at things, I can tell I've been working out myself. All right, I got a little semblance of a muscle coming in.
Not the semblance, baby.
That's a little baby muscle there, right?
It's a whole muscle, dude.
Nah, that's a little baby muscle.
It looks good.
No, it doesn't. It's coming in. Give it a couple more months. Diego, this team is a bit of a joke. And if you want to rub my muscle later, you're welcome, dude. Spurs Nation, I don't know how we're worse than we are. I don't know. Trey's on the bench right now, Gio. I'm just going to grab Headband Grogu and pout. 11 minutes, 18 points, 7 boards, 1 block, 3 assists, 4 steals. How did Julian make the NBA roster? Listen, he's a young player. I'm fine with him coming off the bench. He's not a starter yet.
I'm convinced he has black milk pictures of Pop.
I always say this, but the Spurs' perimeter defense is atrocious to watch sometimes. Take to watch sometimes off and put that period this way. Jared, I said the Spurs were going to get 38 wins. That was my original prediction, 38 and 44. They can't win 38 games. Including tonight, there's 26 left, and they have 11 wins. The most they can get 37, and that's if they win out, which obviously they're not going to do. Collins going to get 6 fouls in the first half, possibly. Champagny's the only starter with points besides Wemby with 2. Wow, so Devin, Trey, and Sohan have 0.
That's awful. That's just awful.
Andrew, I always have slow mode on. It should be slow mode 60 seconds, right? I don't think I can change that now. Is it slow mode 60 seconds? If it is, I'm sorry. It should be 6 seconds. I don't think I can. I don't know how to change that if I can. What's Kansas City Chiefs quarterback? Patrick Mahomes? Yeah, Kern, they have 11 wins right now. Robert says, I was listening on the way back from the gym. They're only down by 4. What happened? Life. Spurs.
Collins
in. Prepare to have a 17-0 run by the Lakers. Clement Chardon, good evening to you. He says, true crime to put this roster around Vic. If he wasn't him to this extent, this roster could have wrecked him with all that hype. Yes, Dupuan. Sorry if I pronounced that incorrectly. Yes, our record is horrible. Sohan pull-up jumper, no good. Wesley with the rebound, gets it out to Dan Vassell. Back to Zach Collins, who unfortunately is in there. I'd like to see Barlow at this point. Blake Wesley's going to take a 3.
Yeah,
Just short. Sohan with the offensive board. Spurs getting some offensive rebounds. Sohan in the paint. Collins, the layup, and, well, he does make the shot.
Have we had a Barlow sighting?
No, Barlow's not played tonight. I don't remember the last time Dominic Barlow did play. I can't see him on the bench.
I can't see.
Look for the hair. Look for the big hair. He's got the biggest hair on the team. Like, LeBron runner no good. Champagne with the rebound. I think he has the biggest hair, right? Yeah. Sal has the highest hair with the way he has his hair done,
I
but
love his hair.
Barlow has the most hair. As Vassell's going to get fouled.
Yeah, I need them to close up on the bench so we can see if he's dressed.
I'm sure Graham is a better shooter than Wesley, Champagne, and Brandon. Why don't they put him in? Danny, he is in garbage time purgatory for this season. $12 million a year. He can shoot the three, something this team desperately needs, especially with the trading of Doug McDermott. And for whatever reason, he's not playing. Vassell's at the line, finally getting his first points of the game. There's his first point, first free throw. Last time these two teams played, Vassell went off for 36. Far cry from that tonight. Luka Doncic does not play for the Utah Jazz, Sanders. Let's just look at our player score. Very poor. I would be peed off in the front office. Don't do something this often. Yes, this is... we're going to get a high draft pick. We know that. I'm not big on signing free agents and trading for free agents, etc., or trading for vets, but we do need to get a vet on this team or two. Austin Reeves jumper, runner no good. Fight for the rebound. Spurs lose that battle. Davis gets it and gets the follow-up jumper. Second chance opportunities.
Jared, I really appreciate your faith in me.
Vassell? Was that a three? Vassell finally waking up. And when we see Devin, when he starts to get in a rhythm, it was a couple games ago, he was hadn't done anything the first half and then went off in the third quarter for 23 points. Could Devin start heating up? We've seen him do that before. When he gets on a roll, shooters got to shoot. Almost a steal by Trey Jones. Ball's going to go out of bounds. It's going to stay with the Lakers, 49-42. I'd love to see one, but Wemby, Barlow's on G League assignment? Damn it.
Oh, that sucks.
Jared, Miss TSR is 5'2" with about a 5.2-inch vertical.
That's not true. I was jumping on a 12-inch box today.
Okay, so she's got a 12-inch vertical. She's not dunking. She's definitely not dunking, but sell with the miss.
Nope.
Braun now with the ball down the other end in the post.
You picked me up.
I can't lift you high enough.
No.
LeBron turnaround fadeaway, a little short, Sohan with the rebound. I know I can lift you up, but to get you to a basketball rim,
Yeah, I don't think so.
that's hard to hold a human that way.
Yeah. I could use a ladder.
I could get Baby Coyote up there. Collins gets in the paint, gets the layup. So Lisak is producing. He's playing much better in the second quarter than he did in the first. He was looking atrocious in the first quarter. Speaking of atrocious, the Lakers are shooting 53% right now. The Spurs are shooting 38%.
Hey, Veronica.
Right. Oh, Veronica is in the chat. Good evening, Veronica. RQ3, good evening to you. What the hell was that? I just looked away and the ball was zinging way up in the air and it's a turnover by the Spurs. What, did Champagne bounce it off somebody's head?
Bounced off something.
Davis for three. No good. Trey Jones with the rebound. I don't know what Champagne just did, but it was oogly, whatever it was. Devin with the ball again. Over to Jeremy Sohan. Now, Sohan hasn't scored yet, has he? Oh, boy. Back to Devin. Devin with some nice moves. Pull up Jay. Tough shot. In and out. Sohan with the putback. He cannot convert in the paint unless it's a dunk. Oh, and the ball's blocked into the rim. The ball is stuck. Devin with a block, and he gets blocked in between the rim and the backboard.
That is some pineapple power right there.
Albert, I look away to look at the chat. So I either have to ignore you guys the whole game, or so that's part of my thing. I maintain the scoreboard, the live game clock, watch the game, but I also enjoy conversing with you guys. I mean,
That's awesome.
no chat, I wouldn't be doing this. I like interacting with you guys, and sometimes I'm going to miss things. It is what it is. We're going to have a jump ball. Zach Collins versus Anthony Davis. And it gets tipped right to Austin Reeves, who easily gets fast break layup. Just keep it close, Spurs. The second quarter is our worst quarter by far in February. Keep it single digits. Get them in the third and fourth. Jeremy Sohan with the ball right now. Out to Trey Jones. Jones going to start to drive. Gets to Kelvin driving baseline. Kelvin with a very difficult shot and one.
Nice.
OC, yes. Devin can do that. Jared has a very important question for you.
Oh, I like to make pancakes, yes.
Pancakes!
I've made them for you all a few times.
You have me. Twice. You mentioned twice. Wemby coming back in? We need him. We need him so bad. The halftime stats are going to be very interesting to look at because we got a lot of guys not doing anything. We're close to 100 thumbs up, though, my friends. If you have not hit the thumbs up, I would greatly appreciate it. The only thing we're going to ask for on this channel is thumbs up and a subscribe. That's it. I think that's very generous. Don't beat you guys over the head with sponsors. I got to say, while we're in commercial break, I can't stand... You know what I think should happen? If you have a sponsorship, you should not have ads. There's a box you can click that says your video has a sponsorship, so it says this video is sponsored. If you have a sponsorship, there should not be ads. I shouldn't have to watch a 30-second commercial and then go into the video, and then 30 seconds in, I've got your personal 2-minute shtick for whatever product you're trying to sell. I think it'd be a great idea for YouTube. If you have sponsorships, no ads. My name is TSR Sports, and I fully support this. Probably never going to happen, but maybe. You never know. Who's the bad luck charm, Veronica? Gosh, Jared, I don't know last time I've been to Waffle House.
I don't know if I've ever been to Waffle House.
Wemby is not quite... I mean, the last player to get a quadruple-double, man, David Robinson. 2 out of the 4 triple-doubles in NBA history are by San Antonio Spurs. David Robinson, as we mentioned, I think the other one is Alvin Robertson from the 90s. His name kind of has some bad things attached to his name, but can't change what he did on the basketball court. And he did it. Hakeem Olajuwon was one, and then somebody from the 70s, I think, whose name escapes me. I can't remember the 4th player. Mark, you should get the 4 blocks. All right, Junior, I'm sorry, the ads are out of control.
So I will tell you, they're so much worse when you're watching not live. Because when I was watching the rest of last night's game this morning, it was ads constantly.
Really?
Yeah.
Now listen, my apologies. I would shut ads off, but I do have expenses for the channel.
Yeah.
And I have no
I think it's
problem taking Google's money.
perfectly reasonable to leave them on. By the way, Elias, I did see you trying to stir the pot there. Don't think I missed that.
Stirring the pot? Who's stirring the pot? Oh, Red Sox. He might be a Red Sox fan. Unknown duck.
But he knows you're a Yankees fan, I'm
I'm a
sure.
Yankees fan. I came across the Spurs channel today. I might have to check. I haven't had a chance to check out their content, but the young man in the channel was wearing a Yankees hat. I was like, wait a minute, Spurs and Yankees fan. I might click with him. I'll have to check out his content. I forgot what it's called. Spurs Dynasty or Dynasty Spurs. Looks like maybe a kind of a newer Spurs channel or a newer channel in general. But I'm getting to the point where I'd like to have collabs again in the future. Maybe not this season, but next season. The prerequisite's going to be, I want to work with somebody that's... first, I need to check out their channel, make sure I think that we might click. That's very important. But also, I want them to be doing it because they have a passion for the Spurs. If I see, Spurs content creator, Giant content creator, if I just see a lot of sponsorships and remember, that stuff, all that type of peddling, I don't want to be in a stream like that. No disrespect to anybody that does that. Austin Reeves on Mile Long 3, but I told you guys, I was on a stream once with somebody a couple times. The channel no longer exists, but there was just one self-promoting thing after another, and it just made me uncomfortable. I was like, are we talking about the Spurs, or are we just promoting your Patreon and your merch, and your, like, what am I here for? Selling for 3, no good.
Oh, Elias is a Sox fan.
Told ya. Oh, look at Phil.
Phil, do we need to talk about this?
Anthony Davis with the ball, one-on-one with Wemby. Drives, gets in the paint, and gets the layup. Nice move by Anthony Davis. And Wemby's not going to be able to stop every shot. Davis is a seasoned vet. He's one of the best in the business for a reason. He's got 17 points in the first half. He gets the ball on the Wemby. Wemby one-on-one with Davis now. He's going to drive, and he's going to turn the ball over. Okay, well, that's not what we're looking for. Down by 11, 3 minutes to go. D'Angelo Russell way out on three-point land. We'll pass it to, who has that for the Lakers? Tomorrow, I can't see who it is. He's one-on-one with Devin. Oh, get out to Austin Reeves. He'll chuck a 3. In and out. And down south the rebound. If the Yankees and Dodgers can win where it really matters, then Jared, I'd love to see the Yankees and Dodgers in the World Series. When's the last time that
What
happened?
was that?
JBGB, good evening. Last place with the biggest bust in NBA. Victor Wembanyama is not the biggest bust, and we just turned the ball over, apparently. Lakers ball. Come on, San Antonio. Somebody step up besides Wemby.
You have plenty of people stepping up. They're just all on the Lakers.
Yeah, Rui Hachimura for corner 3. Rui Hachimura has 10. How many guys in double digits do the Lakers have? Like 4 or 5?
What a great name.
Rui Hachimura.
Yeah.
Trey Jones for 3. Okay. I'll shut up if you're going to make them. Spurs 4-15 from beyond the arc. The Lakers 5 of 13. Good evening, Leo. Yankees versus the Brooklyn Dodgers. Yeah, it's been a hot minute. That's a missed 3 at his Spurs ball. Jeremy Sohan will bring it up for San Antonio, down by 11. Wemby with the ball. Backdoor pass to, or beyond the back pass.
Okay.
Sohan scored in the paint. I'm sorry, that just threw me off. He got a layup. Like, he can hit his dunks, but he actually hit a non-dunk, and it just rattled my brain. 61-52, a minute and a half to go in the first half. Austin Reeves fakes the 3. Gets it around to D'Angelo Russell. Russell guarded by Wemby. Number 1 versus number 1. Gets it in the Hachimura is killing us. We can't stop Rui. Give us a summary of what you think went wrong this season. How much time you got? Jeremy Sohan for 3.
Well, if he's
81.
gonna wake up, I won't be upset about that.
Look at Phil. Oh,
It
not
does.
59.
It's true. Although, to be fair, we haven't been dating through a baseball season, so
We haven't. Well, actually, yes, we did. Most of last year, Davis would have done. We started dating in June.
Yeah, but we weren't watching because they both sucked.
We did both suck. Trey Jones bringing up Spurs down by 10. Wemby with the ball, gets over to Devin. Wemby's actually been very quiet this second quarter. Vassell pull-up jumper, good.
I think he's just trying to encourage other people to step up. That's my theory.
Spurs they're hopefully 2 for 1. If the Lakers miss and we can get a defensive rebound. A regular couples therapy.
What was that?
Phil said regular couples therapy.
No, I think we'll be okay. We're pretty good at communicating.
Austin Reeves way on three-point land, starts to drive, gets in the paint. And it's going to be a turnover. Spurs on the run. We got numbers. Sewing with the alley-oop to
Nice! Jared, I don't start thinking about it until after March Madness.
Nobody could hear you. The Thunder Dunk of Justice thing was playing. Sorry.
Jared, I don't start thinking about baseball until after March Madness. I'm all about March Madness.
We have a foul on the Spurs. 2 free throws coming up for Anthony Davis. Which I would love another big man to back up Wemby. I want any from Purdue because Zach, no attack is not cutting it. Elias, I don't know what they're going to do with Zach Collins. He's got 2 more years on his contract, $17.5 million a year. And the way he's playing right now, his trade value is pretty much non-existent. Davis, 19 points on 7 of 8 from the field and 5 of 6 from the line. That first free throw is no good. Ball don't lie. UConn women's team greater than UConn men's team? Not this year.
Not this year.
No, not this year.
Yes, not this year.
3 beards? We do not need Will Purdue. How about Frank Burkowski? Let's pull him out of retirement if you want to go a little more old school. Davis, 1 more free throw. 1 second left on the clock. Free throws, good. Kelvin looking to give the old heave-ho and throws it over everybody. Man, he gave it the heave and ho. It's going to be Lakers ball. Not what we needed there. Colin, I'm wearing your jersey. You got to play better than that, man. I think you're trying to get it to, obviously trying to get to Wemby. So the Lakers are going to have a chance for nothing.
Oh,
Yeah, they were trying
that
to.
was a traffic jam.
They were trying to bounce the ball off one of the Spurs and get a little.
Yeah, that was just a traffic jam.
7 points is not terrible. Yankees don't play the Red Sox until June 16th to 18th.
So I have a Red Sox
Do
question.
you
for you.
know what that is?
Yeah, that's our anniversary.
That's our 1 year
Yeah,
anniversary.
I know.
So we're not going to make it to 1 year because June 16th will be the end of all.
So, but I have a Red Sox question for you.
Yeah, they do suck.
That's not my question.
What's your question?
So, Spartan does a race at Fenway Stadium, and it's one of my favorite races of the whole year. Any chance I could talk you into it?
Go to Fenway?
Uh-huh.
Fenway's a dump. Fenway actually is a
I
dump.
love Fenway.
Fenway's a dump. It
I
needs
love
it needs some milk.
Just planting the seed. Think about it.
As long as there's like no Red Sox crap around. Imagine a Red Sox Yankee stream where both of you reacting to the game. Kerm, we'll see. That's more on her.
We've been talking about it. We'll see. I'm not quite ready to commit to being on camera yet. I'm getting closer, but I'm not quite there yet.
I think she wants to wait till we've been together for a year because then that kind of makes sense. Like, not that it's not real now, but I think this adds an extra layer of gravitas.
I think you're right. Carlos Jeter.
Carlos in the house. ¿Cómo está mi hombre? All right, halftime stats, and I don't think you're going to like some of these. I know I'm
I
not.
like these.
All right, Spurs got outscored 36-33 in the second, so we kept it together in the second quarter for the most part, so that's not terrible. Let's look at the Lakers first. Anthony Davis having a huge first half, 20 points, 8 rebounds. Rui Hachimura with 12. LeBron James with 10, 4, and 6, so a legit shot, a triple-double. D'Angelo Russell with 13 and Austin Reeves with 7. So the whole starting lineup really producing well for the Lakers. Lakers bench is actually sucking tonight. Prince with 2, Hayes with 2, Dinwiddie and Christie with 0. That's it. Nothing else from the bench tonight for the Lakers. So they are getting no production off the bench. It's all in the starting lineup. For our San Antonio Spurs, speaking of no production, Julian Champagnie with 2 points on 1 of 5 shooting. Jeremy Sohan with 5 points on 2 of 7 shooting. He does have 7 rebounds and 4 assists, so he is contributing there. Wemby with 20 points, 8 rebounds, 4 assists, 4 steals, and a block. He's already put in a full game work in just the first half. Trey Jones with 3 points and 3 assists. Devin Vassell, pretty cold tonight, 7 points, but only 2 of 8 from the field. The bench is actually not playing terrible. Zach Collins does have 3 fouls in only 9 minutes, but he does have 6 points. Here's the problem with Zach. 6 points, right? No rebounds, no assists, no steals, no blocks. Contributed nothing except for a few buckets. Osman with 2 points, Kelvin Johnson with 6, Brandon with 4, and Wesley with 4. Wesley with a couple long 2-pointers tonight. It was kind of weird seeing him shoot those. And no assists for Wesley off the bench. That's odd. I don't know what to make of that. So, at the close game, the Spurs can win this. We need to play better, much better. Thankfully, our worst quarter is done, which is the second quarter. So we can turn this thing around. Switchblade, will Zach Collins' contract be movable in the offseason? No, I don't think so. The way he's playing right now,
There's no value there.
there's no value. Who's going to pay 17 and trade for a player making $17.5 million? I would actually look at Zach Collins. You know what? Can Trey Jones get 10th tonight? Mr. Z, 10 points? And look, we're not trying to sit here and just constantly beat up on Zach. We're just calling out bad play. I just don't know how bad he's been in 2024, but I think it's pretty bad. What's this girl doing? What the? Did she have to do
No.
Why is she doing between the legs layups?
Oh, maybe she did.
I mean, if you're going to do a layup like that, you must play basketball. I don't know if she's trying to reach. Yeah, she plays basketball. I don't know if she has to get to a certain score. She hit.
She does. Yeah.
She
beat the other person who just did this.
Yeah, there's no way she doesn't play basketball. Watching her play. All right, Zach Collins. This year, I mean 2024. Let's see what kind of stats he's dropping. Old Zach attack. Zackety Whack. All right, so you got hurt on December 30th, December 29th, 30th, somewhere around there.
So do we think that he just never recovered?
I don't know. This is from January 19th to right now. Let's see how he's playing in 2024. Not including tonight, of course. Collins shooting 40% from the field. .077 from beyond the arc. That's less than 10%. 4 rebounds, 2.5 assists, half a block, half a steal, about 3 fouls a game, 7.3 points a game. So he's been, the 40% field goal percentage is bad, but 10%, not even 10%, 8% from beyond the arc. 8! 8!
I have no words for that.
That is awful. And he's missed all his 3-pointers in February. All of them. Yeah, it's been bad. He had a -28 against the Cavaliers in 20 minutes.
Aww.
It's got to be his worst game of the year. Nope.
Hope so.
Nope.
No.
Against the Clippers, where we got blown out by 40, he had a -36. And a -33 against OKC. Those are some team effort, really team effort suck jobs, if you will.
Yeah.
So yeah, Zach is struggling right now. Maybe he is hurt. If he is, send him out for 2 weeks.
Yeah, let him get
help him.
healthy.
2020 got to be the worst years of basketball fans. We started the year with the unfortunate passing of Kobe Bryant. That was a bad start. And then the pan to the D to the MX started, and then all sports got shut down. I was live. I don't know if you guys remember, I was alive the night sports got shut down. I was calling the United States Women's National Team, which would actually be the last time I would call one of their games during the, what's the little, there's an American Cup they have every spring, or late winter.
Beginning of the World Cup?
No, it's every year. They've done it like the last 5 years, or they were doing it. I forgot what it was called. I don't remember. It was in like February, March. I don't remember what it's called. I'm drawing a blank because I haven't followed it in 4 years. But I was live that night, and you guys were talking about Rudy Gobert touching, had he touched microphones, and he got sick himself, and then Sports World got shut down. Sent him back to Portland. Why is Mamo? You know what? Mamo, I think, is done. I think he's right there with She Believes Cup. I just pulled it. The She Believes Cup.
Okay.
I think that's what it was called. I could be totally wrong. But I think it was called the She Believes Cup. I think I'm right there. But I think Sandro Mamakhelashvili and Devontae Graham are in garbage time hell. They're only going to come off the bench in garbage time. They're not getting a playing time. I think it's the She Believes Zach. I'm gonna check that on the Googles real quick. But that seems very right. Yep, it is. I don't know how I pulled that. I haven't said that since 2020. That's right. It's a small tournament with just 4 teams: USA, Japan, Canada, Brazil this year. I think it's usually small pool. Wow, back in the day. You know what's nice about those streams? They were 2 hours or less. Always 2 hours or less. You'd have the first half, 45 minutes, 15-minute halftime, 45-minute second half, maybe a few minutes of extra time, and that was it. I usually be done in about an hour, 50 minutes. It was great. Yeah, Nether, I think he's completely lost his spot in the rotation. It happens. This will be probably his last year as a Spur. My only question is, don't we have anybody better than Zach? I mean, Barlow, if he gets a chance, maybe it could be. The only Spurs mentioned from last night's game on NBA Top 10 is Sabonis dunking on Collins. I'm not shocked. Rich, I still don't watch your... Whoops, I just moved on me. Watch your last bit about LeBron from Spurs, but I don't think so either, but people are talking about it, so I gotta talk about it. Good evening, Dogchi. He is Cash Blue, he is. It's so comforting to see Zach playing his heart out to get that first pick. That's why. Playing his heart out so we can get the first pick. David, yes, I do plan on streaming Sunday. I think that game is at 8 o'clock Eastern, so yes, the Spurs and Jazz, I'll be calling that. A crash test dummy would be better than Zach. Coyote better than Zach? Yes. You've seen his defense. You can't too fast. I mean, yes, you can step over him, but if you're trying to go around him, it's not going to happen. Don't forget. Boop, boop, kicks in the ankle. Boop, boop, boop. Those hurt. Boop, 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 boop. How come people forgot that Rudy Gobert's ultimate villain has the... And it would have been shut down anyway, Switchblade, but he's certainly mocking the disease at the time and then getting it. It's certainly it was a bad look. Who should we draft? I've heard Cody Williams. I think we would need the #1 draft pick for him, from what I'm reading. But he's a defensive specialist, something the Spurs need, and from what I've read offensively, pretty solid too. Selena Gomez is better than Zach Collins? Yeah. I'd rather look at her than watch him play.
When you're ready, come and get it.
He doesn't have Wemby's wingspan. He's going to get dunked on. Who, Zach Collins? Oh, Greg, sorry to hear that, man. Hope you feel better sooner than later. Feel much better sooner than later. Look, this game's not over yet, but man, the Spurs need somebody to start stepping up. It can't just be Wemby. I mean, Sohan started to play a little better at the end. Vassell really needs to step up in the second half. And we've seen him, when he gets hot, he can go on an absolute roll. The Spurs are going to need that tonight if they're going to have a chance. Q3. Ready when the game is. How to TV. Selena will kiss goodbye. She's giving a kiss right now. How to TV. Good evening to you. David A says, I'm telling you, you need a Fiesta jersey up there or this year. I don't like this year's City Edition.
Mm-mm.
At all.
No.
The brown and white, not going to do it.
No.
Spurs Nation, they can't draft Kai Soto. Kai Soto was in the draft 2 years ago, and because he was not drafted, he's ineligible to re-enter the NBA draft as far as I know. Listen, we need a big man. I'm willing to give Kai Soto don't we still have a roster spot? Or maybe we got to get rid of Morris first. Once he's gone,
Get rid of Morris.
I would bring Kai in. You're just going to bring him to the G League. It's a win-win for the Spurs. Either you develop this kid and become something special, or if that doesn't work, at the very least, you've drawn in a massive fan base. And I'm not going to lie, that obviously would help my channel substantially. But I thought about doing a video on it because some people are like, why do you follow Kai? Well, is it just for the views? I'm like, listen, I hope all the videos on this channel get views. You don't put up content hoping it fails, do you? That being said, he's an underdog now. And he's got people rooting against him. So a small percentage of people, but I see people rooting against him, and I feel like it's an underdog story. Now, that type of story, that kind of Rocky Balboa story, that appeals to me. And I'm rooting for him now. Seems like a likable kid. He's obviously got a huge fan base rooting for him, and a lot of those fans are subscribers on this channel, and I'm wishing him well. I hope he makes it. It might not be this year, might not be next year. Never say never. We've seen a lot of people enter the NBA late in their, age, if you will. David Robinson wasn't in the NBA till he was 24. Jacques Landale, former San Antonio Spur, I think he was a rookie at 26. So there's no reason to think over the next few years that he couldn't finally make it. And I hope he does. I'd love to see somebody accomplish their dream. And really, the dream of a nation. He'd be the first full-blooded Filipino to ever play in the NBA. And I know that so many the Filipino basketball fans would just go crazy if he, not the Summer League NBA, but the actual NBA was on a roster and playing substantial minutes. Houston Oilers, okay, I will show you the game.
Sucker!
Pura Piora, I think he's good as a third option. I don't think he's going to be the Robin to Wemby's Batman.
No, I don't think so either. Son of Scar, I've seen that video. It is probably my second favorite.
Oh, what was your favorite video? Was that one the Spurs fan or?
Yeah.
Yeah. Do I like? Yes, I do prefer the black and white Spurs jersey, Carlos. I like the white jersey. Some of the Fiesta jerseys have been okay, but I certainly prefer that. It just happened to be that Tim Duncan's jersey was white, and when I picked it up, originally I had Robinson, then I picked up Duncan, and then the other jerseys that came in were black, so now just Duncan, it just kind of fits there as a centerpiece, as his jersey's different than the others, and he's obviously, you know, as much as I love David Robinson, he's the greatest Spur of all time. I'm hoping in 20 years we'll be sitting Victor Wembanyama as the greatest Spur of all time. That's no shade to Tim Duncan. As someone gets in the paint, throws down the dunk, but that means that Wemby had an even better career than Timmy's.
Thunder Dunk of Justice.
Which would mean the Spurs also would win more than 5 rings with Wemby, which I would love to see Wemby win 6. Go 6-0, which Timmy should have, if not for stupid Ray Allen. LeBron for 3, good. And the Lakers just 69 the Spurs. Joy, good evening to you. Switchblade, I don't know. Damasel's jumper's no good. Spurs get the offensive board. Thoan's going to follow up with a 3. That is no good. LeBron with the rebound. Yeah, alas, I'm not too impressed with this year's free agent class. I remember looking it up and going, Yes, Phil, I do. I think they're going to hold on to Marcus Morris until he's ineligible to sign with somebody. They're giving him this for the finger he gave them a few years ago when he was supposed to come to us, had a verbal agreement, and then told us to pound sand. The Spurs had traded away Davis Bertans to enable that signing of Marcus Morris to have room under the salary cap. So yes, they're definitely giving the middle finger to Morris as the Spurs turn the ball over. James Reyna, good evening to you. But suppose someone wanted to give you a Spurs jersey, you can't. Yes, Carlos, absolutely. I would certainly accept a white jersey. Of course. The only thing I would frown upon on this channel is a Red Sox jersey or Cowboys jersey. I would not destroy it out of respect to the person that bought it. That's another bucket for the Lakers.
Good to know.
But I would begrudgingly put it up that day. Hang in the back that day at least. Vassell drives in the paint, out to Champagny for an open 3. Come on, make a shot. Ball's going to go out of bounds. It's going to be Lakers ball. Isaac, I think Malachi did check in before Blake. I think he did. Daniel, really? That's awesome. Jorge, not really. We're going to have a foul on the Spurs. Cannot let this Lakers team pull ahead. I don't know what's up with LeBron. He's making a few weird faces. You get popped in the face. John Lou, not really. And Rudy Hernandez, sure. I can go for that. Non-shooting foul for the Lakers. I would say Cowboys fans would, another bucket. Cowboys fans would certainly agree the Cowboys are a massive disappointment the last 2 decades. Just playoffs every year. Oh, Jeremy flying in with a massive thunder dunk.
Thunder Dunk of Justice.
That's the Sohan I want to see in the paint. Not these little layups, not these little jumpers. Fouling Wemby on Davis. Get in there and throw it down with authority. And he went in hard. Yes, you do not mess with the Sohan. I can accept Cowboys, but the Red Sox jersey, heck no. Well, Carlos, you're a Yankees fan.
Yeah, Carlos, it's okay. Nobody's perfect.
Oh, ouch. Davis 1-on-1 versus Wemby. Gets in the post, backs him up. Goes underneath, and we'll pass it out to LeBron. LeBron will start to drive. No, LeBron backs up. Back up the 2. Bounces around a good. Davis with the rebound, put back, no good. Davis with another rebound, goes for the dunk. Misses a dunk, and get fouled and go to the line for 2. Davis has been playing well against us, which I said he would before the start of the stream. He usually does, and he is. 111 likes. Where's 125? How about 125?
Go!
Switchblade, maybe a little bit. No, Phil, I do not want an Eagles jersey. I want an Eagles jersey as much as you want to watch a replay of the Atlanta Falcons New England Patriots Super Bowl. I went there. Free throw's good. Which means not at all. Nether, I mean, he's got a lot to work on in his game. He's still young, and he's certainly improved a lot last year. The progression's been slower this year. Lakers on a 9-2 run. Spurs down by 12. Wemby with the ball, drives in the paint. Stops and gets it into Sohan. Sohan's going to turn around, throw it down again.
Thunder dunk of justice.
This is the Sohan I remember last year who was dunking left and right, and now he just, maybe he's finally tired of missing these layups. As Davis now throws down a dunk, and it's just turning into a dunk fest. Good, it's 90s basketball coming to life on my TV. Victor with the ball right now starts to drive. Bounce pass to Trey Jones. Jones in the paint. Layup good. Both teams not playing any defense anymore. John Lou, I work for the state of Connecticut. That's about all I can say these days. LeBron with a mile-long three. Swish. Spurs down by 13. Justin, mostly PG. I've let out a swear once in a while. I don't think I've used an F-bomb. I don't think. But I certainly have thought it. Wemby 3. Good. All right, we're just going to stop playing defense. Nether, I don't remember at this point, to be honest with you. Wemby with 23 points. That's a quick miss on the Lakers. I didn't even see who shot that. Spurs ball. Den will bring it up. He had grabbed the defensive rebound. Gets it over to Champagny. Back to Wemby. Wemby one-on-one with Davis. Drops it off to Den Vassell. Vassell with the screen. Gets it to Sohan. Sohan's wide open for 3. Wow, the brick. Oh, not what we needed there. Ball's going to get knocked out of bounds. It'll be Lakers ball. Wemby point center, sure. LeBron can still shoot the J. John Lou, coming out of the draft, Vassell is supposed to be a 3D player. He's supposed to be a great defender. He has not developed into that type of player. Davis fadeaway good. He can be an okay defender at times, but man, he has not turned it. He's not turned into the next Kawhi Leonard. Not even close on defense. Speaking of which, Vassell with the ball now flies into the paint, misses the layup. Davis with the rebound, gets it up to Austin Reeves. Reeves will bring it up for the Lakers, up 82-77 minutes to go, and they turn the ball over. Champagny with the steal. Gets it up to Wemby. Wemby will drive to the court and throws it away. Try to get to Trey Jones, off Trey Jones' hand. Turnover of the Spurs. You F-bombed in 2019 when some of us were arguing with each other in our chat. Yeah, you hated that? Oh, did I? Still referencing 2019. I don't remember that. Son of Star, I have no idea. Wemby has 7 assists. He's got 23, 9, and 7, so he has a legit shot at a triple-double tonight. I think the most I've ever swore on the channel was easily when the New York Giants drafted Daniel Jones. I was livid at that draft pick. Absolutely did not want them to take Jones at 6. And I let it be known. I let it out. I don't even remember what I said. I know I remember yelling, I do not want Daniel Jones. There was definitely a few F-bombs in there. Wemby update, 20 minutes, 23 points, 9 rebounds, 7 assists, 2 blocks, 4 steals, 2 turnovers. We need to remember Wemby Grandma is not a... he's actually a good passer, Carlos. Wemby Grandma is a good passer. He just makes some bad decisions at times, and that's going to happen with a young player. You hated it when we argued because it ran some people out of the stream and distracted. Oh, what were you guys all arguing about? Probably Jorge. So I don't have ESPN or TNT. I had Sling for the first half of the year because the Spurs were on national TV. They haven't been on national TV and probably won't be again. I'm hoping when they announce the lottery positions, you know, where they pick in the lottery, it coincides within a 1-month span of the actual draft, so I don't have to get Sling for 2 months. I can just get it for 1 month. He does, Carlos. He does make a lot of turnovers. Giants trade up in this year's draft and give up whatever draft capital needed for that guy, Caleb Williams. I think the Giants are just going to pick at 6. And John, no, nobody did really improve. You're right. From last year to this year, Blake Wesley improved. Dominic Barlow improved. I'm trying to think off the top of my head who else really improved. And these are both bench players that don't play heavy minutes. Kelvin has taken a step back from last year. Devin's probably about the same as last year, and last year was dealing with a knee injury. Actually dealt with a little bit of an injury this year too. Zach has taken a huge step backwards. Doug's taken a step off the team. Miss TSR and Bear are asleep.
What?
Oh, you're awake. I thought you were asleep with Bear.
I was.
You can stay asleep. Or just go to bed.
Night.
You can. Your dog is having like a nightmare or something.
Yeah, no, it's.
How long do you think Wemmy gets a quadruple double? I think it's going to happen the first. Yeah. Oh, it could have been. It could have been. We're gonna have to watch that this year. The Dixon Way, good evening to you, sir. Thank you very much. To the Wrench Gang and just to anybody in the stream, I'll just kind of put it out there now, even though it's early, this is an election year. So I'm sure we're gonna start getting those type of comments in the streams when we get closer towards the election. TSR, who you voting for, blah blah blah. This is not the channel for that. This is sports. We did a little political stuff in 2020. It was a huge mistake. I got caught up in it. Not going to get up in again. Sports only. Wemmy misses a 3. Champagne with a putback. No good. He's going to get fouled and likely go to the line for 2. But we're going to focus just on the Spurs, the Giants, the Yankees, Kai Soto. You know, whatever sports thing I'm focusing at the time. But definitely none of the other stuff. Carlos, it is late. I'm surprised you're still up. Now, if you want to say Wemby for president, I'm okay with that. Justin, yeah, I think he literally is a shooting guard trapped in a center's body. Champagne misses the first free throw. We're down by 15? Good grief. Big contract, loss and reduction. Champagne makes the second free throw. Spurs down by 14. And Wemby with the steal. To get the ball up to Wemby. Wemby chucks it out to Trey Jones. Jones open for 3. He made it. I get nervous every time I see him shoot it. I never talk sports on my channel either. It's too tough to deal with. The Dixon Way? I think you meant politics. You are a sports channel, my man. I know what you meant. All good. Dixon Way is a cool dude, man. We've rated each other a couple times. He covers all the Atlanta teams and some other sports streams. Growing streamer, doing really good with your YouTube shorts, by the way. I see those are getting tons of views. So keep hitting those, man. D'Angelo Russell, the pull-up jumper. Keep doing your thing. And you'll be joining me at the 20,000 mark sooner than later. Hopefully I'm hitting the 25,000 mark at some point, but it's been very tough with the Spurs playing so poorly. Wemby with the 3, no good. Trey Jones swats the rebound out to Devin Vassell. Still Spurs ball. 10 on the shot clock for San Antonio. Jones going to drive in the paint out to Devin. Devin's going to turn the ball over. Lakers on the break. Beautiful bounce pass between Hachimura, LeBron, and Hachimura. Hachimura at the finish, and they're back up by 15. I don't know how Dougie's playing in Indiana Switchblade. I haven't been following it. I have not looked at him at all since he left. Trey Jones drives in the paint, misses the layup. Spurs get the ball back. Vassell corner 3. That's good. 12-point game. You're welcome, Dixon Way. John Lou, I'm not going to say this that Wemby caused the Spurs regression in any way. The Spurs caused the Spurs regression. Wemby would have blocked. The Jeremy Slam point guard experiment was terrible. The Brandon point guard experiment was terrible. We did our own selves some injustices by pointing out the lineups we did. Champagne for 3. Single digits. All right. No, he's not, Carlos. He's just saying he's not doing. He's not going to do it. Butterfly, good evening. I got to say, while we're at a timeout, this is probably the happiest I've been on the channel for a long time. We got a nice little thing going. For the first time in years, I don't care how many views a video gets. And you might be like, what do you mean you don't get? You don't care? If content was doing poorly, I would delete the videos or just stop doing the content. Usually the thing that fell under that umbrella was New York Giants content. The last video we put up I don't know, 260 something views. I don't care. I like how the video came out. So it is what it is. You know, as long as I'm enjoying the content, and whether 200 of you are watching, or 1,000 or 5,000, if you're enjoying whatever's there, that's great. Have you met any Spurs players? I have met Sean Elliott. Spurs Nation, maybe next year. Maybe next year. Yeah, Wemby doesn't need to stop with the threes. He does. Oh, Miss TSR is falling asleep, Carlos. Struggle's real. I think she's out again. Yeah, she's falling out of sleep. Go to bed. She's gonna be stubborn and probably stay on the floor until I'm done. Yep. Bear, on the other hand, is like, I'm out. Wouldn't it be just nice to crawl on the bed, put your head down, and fall asleep with Baby Coyote?
Yeah, but Baby Coyote's watching the game.
Baby Coyote's tired.
He's sleeping too.
He's falling asleep. He's gonna curl
I
up.
made it.
He's
The
sleeping.
first half, that was
See?
good.
He's sleeping. I'm in Austin. Would totally be down to catch Spurs Nation. Next time I come out there, I'll definitely announce when I'm coming out. I met some of you last year, and it was great. Well, the year before, end of 2022. I'd love to do that again. My first ever Spurs live stream, Jeremiah. So the Spurs content's been, so it started here when we had DeRozan and DeJounte and Derek White, where the Spurs, like a Lakers Spurs stream, would pull in 15 to 25,000 views. Tonight we're probably going to pull in 3,000, I think. As the team progressively has lost, the views have gone down significantly. They're starting to go up again like this with Wemby, and I think as the team starts to win and become a playoff team again, you'll see it go back up like this. It's just, I mean, I don't think it's anything I'm doing, anything that certainly nothing the chat's doing, but people don't want to watch losing basketball, and the Spurs 5 years in a row have only done losing since this channel started. At least we're a playoff team. Oh, Whoopsie, thank you with the $10 super chat. Thank you so much. Appreciate you. Here's a Go Spurs Go for you. I do this for fun, and I would love to see the channel grow. And it's not growing as much as this season, but the Spurs are playing much worse than I thought they would. I thought interest would be much higher for the team, but interest is much lower because they're playing bad. Unknown Duck, I suck at Valhalla Sports Talk once in a while. He's a good dude. He's got an interesting mix of teams with, I think, the Dodgers, the Lakers, and the Vikings. He's kind of like me. He has two teams in one city and then just one other team that's nowhere near there with me, with the Giants, the Yankees in New York, and the Spurs in Texas. Couple misses. Let me focus on the game. Spurs down 91-80 with 3.5 minutes to go. Demisel on three-point land. Gets it to Zach Collins. Collins going to drive in the paint and try to get it to Sohan. Almost a turnover. Collins going to take a three. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. Zach Collins just hit his first three of February. Oh, for his last 15. He just made one. Anthony Davis just gets in the paint and gets the layup. Collins hit a three. I'm shocked. Hopefully he starts snapping out of his slump then. Demisel with the ball. Speaking of slumps, we'll get it to Collins. Collins, little jumper in the paint, bounces around and goes in. Keith, good evening to you. And Kokoshibo, it is a miracle. No, it's not a star. He really hit a three. Hello there. I did not see that game. Apparently Trae Young did not have a good one, though. Taurean Prince going to throw the ball out of bounds. Spurs ball, only down by 8. We're still in this. Most of 80 points brought to you by your friendly neighbor, Collins. Allen, Rob Dillingham, I read up on him. Sounds like he is a very solid player. Ruben, good evening to you. Both teams with 10 turnovers. You don't like your job, Carlos? Man, I'm sorry to hear that. Rose City, yes, hell hath frozen over. 93-85. I'm sorry if I'm sounding a little tired. It's because I am. Vassell misses, gets the ball back, misses again. Spurs get back in transition. Nice job by Devin putting the Jets on and hustling back there. Reeves going to dribble the ball out of bounds, and Devin helped cause a turnover. Please be respectful of Mr. and Miss TSR. Anything disrespectful will get you 10. Nobody was being disrespectful, were they? I don't think so. Did I miss something in the chat? Miss TSR is asleep, by the way. She's out. Sleeping on the floor. Spurs ball. Vassell out to Branham. Branham going to drive right. And gets Austin Reeves off his feet. Takes a shot. Misses the shot. Going to go to the line for 2. Jeremiah, my top 3 draft lists. You know, here's what sucks out. I did a video on that Tuesday. I started doing a long video. It would have been about a 15-minute video probably. 12 to 15 minutes, which is long for me. I usually try to keep it quick for you guys. I don't want to waste your time. Keep it around 6 to 8 minutes. Getting it out. And Eric Alamo had done a really good article about all the possible draft picks for the Spurs. You guys know I highlight everything. Well, I highlighted a million things on page 1, page 2, page 3. I was on my older computer, did page 1. When I tried to go to page 2, everything crashed. Google Chrome crashed, so I lost all my highlighting. I had to stop the video, and I was like, I just didn't feel like going back and doing it all over again. I could do the second and third part at some point. We'll see. Thank you, Keith. We should get some thumbs up in here. Yeah, more thumbs up brings more people, and it helps the algorithm. Unfortunately, we are, as a content creator, got to deal with the algorithm. Spurs the fast break, and Branham misses the layup. We needed that. Lakers ball, 93-87, a minute 25 to go. Spencer Dinwiddie with the ball, drives baseline, gets the, no, missed the layup. And finally, the Spurs pull down the rebound. There's a loose ball bouncing around between some players. Branham open for a corner 3. We got a 3-point game. Branham just hit the 3, though. Spurs on a 16-4 run. We might win. We have a chance of winning this. Anthony Davis with the ball right now. 1-on-1 with Zach Collins. Double team, kicks it out to Prince. Back to Collins. I got the Prince. Over to Reeves for 3. Yeah. Yeah, right, Rose City. You're welcome. Yes, more subscribers. When these Spurs start winning games, this channel will grow with the team growing. It'll be a lot of fun. You know what? It's okay. It's okay the struggles right now, putting in the work. The Spurs have lost 5 years in a row. We've been here for all of it. Is Osman just, I don't know what that was. Was that a shot? Was that block? Was he trying to throw the ball to somebody? Lakers ball. There is like a less than 1 second differential between the shot clock and game clock. The Spurs bench, by the way, has 32 points. The Lakers bench only 4. Our bench has been playing well tonight. Spurs get a foul with 1 second left on the clock, and I think Christie's going to go to the line for 2. There's 1 second left. Max Christie's going to the line for 2. Jedi, good evening to you. Xavier, good evening. Keith, by the way, I've seen you in the live streams, and you have commented on a lot of videos as well. I haven't done this in a while. So welcome to the Wrench Gang. And I have a few more of you that I'm looking at as adding those moderators to the channel because we haven't done any this year. So use it. Don't abuse it, Keith. Rose City, you have been coming to the channel for a long time. Welcome to the Wrench Gang. Made 1 of 2, 97-90, 7-point game. Kokoshibo, you're almost there. I don't want to give out too many tonight. That's 2. That's more than I've given out all year. So new mods in the house. You're blue. Wait, what? Rose City, you've been coming for a while, haven't you? Don't argue with it. I can always take it away. 7-point game. Turning out to be a good one. Our worst quarters are behind us. Good evening, Angie, stopping in after midnight. Maybe not midnight where you are, certainly after midnight where I am. Three Beards, you're on the list too of coming soon. Don't worry, man. Spurs playing versus Hal? What? Gregory, you know what? League Pass has been a blessing. I'm watching more Spurs now than I ever have in my life. Of course, League Pass did not exist during David Robinson's career, so unfortunately I couldn't see the Spurs games then, living on the East Coast. But also, unfortunately, I'm seeing the worst Spurs teams of all time while in the League Pass. My YouTube name. Oh, okay. Go good, Nether or Dan. We would have gotten Reeves because later, yeah. Reeves on the team would not be the worst things. It would not. You know, we just got to let our guys develop, and then when we'll, yeah, it'll take time, but they'll get there. They'll get there. I'm surprised, Veronica. I was going to take your wrench away, Phil. That, unless you did something that warranted it, would have to be something really bad in the chat. I'm not just going to sit here and take wrenches away. Gregory, they're going to be good again. They are. It's for this channel in particular. It's tough to be a content creator because the Spurs have been bad, and there's a lot of other folks that can relate with their respective teams. The Spurs have been bad. The Spurs have only been bad since this channel started. Actually, the 5-year anniversary is coming up, April 5th, 2019. I think the Spurs play that game that night, so we'll be live for a 5-year anniversary as well, which would be really cool. I probably should do a giveaway at some point. And Giants have been pretty much bad, except for one anomaly of a year when they made the playoffs, but they've been overall bad. The Yankees have been having winning records, but just an utter disappointment in the playoffs. So it's, the only team that found success is when I was covering the United States women's national team. But I stopped covering them because I couldn't do a video without having a bunch of comments tying in politically, and I just got tired of seeing that on the channel. So it really took the fun away. Brandon for 3. Brandon waking up here in the second half, in the second half. And that just made it not fun to watch or not fun to cover. I mean, you want to do things that are entertaining to you and fun, and hopefully that conveys to your viewers. Just getting the political stuff over and over again in the videos just made it not fun. That is a huge Euro step by Max Christie, and he gets the layup. Kokushiba, I'm glad you found this channel. Spurs down by 6, 11:20 to go. Trey Jones way out in three-point land. We'll get it to Chetty Osman. By the way, Wemby is back in the game. And that's a turnover by the Spurs. Way too many mistakes. LeBron off-balance jumper. He can still shoot. Alan, we need a lot of things we need to learn. LeBron, 20 points tonight on 9 of 15 shooting, having a nice game. Brandon in the paint. And he posted LeBron with the left hand. And we're going to have a goaltend on Wemby. Did he just post LeBron or somebody else? Who'd he poster? Yeah, that was LeBron. Malachi Branham just posted LeBron.
Thunder Dunk of Justice.
Wow. I don't know if I've seen Malachi finish that hard at the rim before with a player there. Branham for 3. In and out. It was a good shot. I mean, we drafted him to be a 3-level scorer. Wow. That's a huge dunk by Jackson Hayes. And Pop calling a timeout. Pop calling a timeout. Carlos, that was a poster. That was in the face. Come on now. They're showing the replay. That was... Well, why went for the block and he got dunked on? That's a poster. I know you don't like it, but it is what it is. Everybody gets dunked on at some point. I mean, these guys, some of the greatest defenders in the history of the NBA, they got dunked on. It's going to happen when you're at the rim. Jacking up a conference rival Sarah is good for us. Oh, no, I got you. Yeah. They better, you know what? For the moment, they probably won't show that dunk. We don't make highlights very often, as the Spurs just don't. And you know what, Kokushibo? Bron does not get postered often. You're right. I don't know the last time that's happened. Mark, it's looking like another loss. We can still win this game. Brandon will dunk on LeBron, but go over 30 next game. That sounds about. You're not too up there. Oh, Carlos, old. You're making fun of your own guy. Vic is 2 assists shy of a triple-double. I don't think LeBron gets dunked on a lot, Carlos, but that's also the nature of position. He's not a rim protector. He's not, he's not a guy that's going to go for 3 blocks a game. Those guys, Zach Collins is not a rim protector either, and he gets dunked on all the time, doesn't he? No, Rose City, I mean, at this point in his career, LeBron's not playing a lot of defense, and he shouldn't be expected to. He's pushing 40. You can't expect him to be going hard on both ends, although, there's the GOAT debate video, which showed Jordan playing defense at 40 on the Wizards, but they're 2 different players. I mean, LeBron was a good defender with Cleveland, sometimes a very good defender. Jordan was a defensive player of the year with Chicago. So, I mean, there's 2 very different players. Spurs fans saying it sucks to lose where the game, same with hogging all through San Antonio where we get the first pick. Father Christ, why do you need Wemby to get 7 more particularly? Is that to get him to 30? If Wemby gets 2 assists and 3 blocks, he'll have a 5-5 triple-double. I would love to add a John Collins type of player. Isn't he on the... No, I think Christian Wood's on the Lakers. Where's John Collins right now? Is he on the Hawks still? Boo Day, good evening to you. Butterfly, I did a Bron to Spurs video on the channel. Maybe you saw that here? I don't think Sohan has the body armor tonight, does he? Anyway, Spurs ball, and we need to get going here. And yes, 4 players were ejected, Kokushibo, in that game. Kelvin drives in the paint. A little push off on Torian Prince. Got away with a foul there. Spurs get the ball back. Wemby with the ball right now. Wemby's going to start to drive in the paint. Throws up an awkward shot. Rolls off the rim. No good. Going to go to the line for 2. I mean, as long as his teammates are scoring, I don't mind the passing spur of the moment. You're welcome, Butterfly. I appreciate your support, by the way. I appreciate everybody's support. I love all of you, even though the Spurs are bad. One day we'll win soon, and we will all be glad. I don't know, I'm making that up on the fly. Victor's first free throw is good. Carlos, I gotta think he's retiring soon. Maybe 1 or 2 more years. He's got nothing left to achieve. I talked about this on the LeBron to the Spurs video. The only thing left that I think he has to achieve that he might want to try for is to get to 500 in the NBA Finals. He's 1-4, lost 6. I think he'd like to get to above 500 and finish his career 7-6. He ain't winning 3 more rings at this point in his career, but if he can somehow squeeze out 2, I think 2 seems like a stretch though. At his age, I don't know. I think he just wants to play with his son at this point. Prince for 3. Dang, now we're down by 12. Sohan's body armor just because Spurs go. Thank you for the super chat. Sohan's body armor, aka Phil. Appreciate the support. Spurs, come on, we need a run. Kellen's going to lose the ball out of bounds. That's not going to help. Thanks, Angie. Yes, Nether. Collapsing a little here at the end of the game. LeBron wants more money to own the Las Vegas expansion team someday. I would probably go in with some other people, though, and some investors. It is Lakers ball up by 12, 9 minutes to go. I'm doing my best to try to stay awake. The struggle's real here. LeBron, jumper in the paint. You're right. You don't have to be up.
I'm up for a moment.
All right, you're up for a moment. Wemby with the ball right now for the Spurs. Starts to drive into the post. Gets it out to Trey Jones. Jones going to now drive in the paint. And drive back out of the paint. Gets it out to Sohan. Sohan is now going to drive in the paint. He's going to take the shot. And it's going to bounce around multiple times and go in. You know what you did miss? Malachi Branham postered LeBron. You don't even, she's so out of it, she don't care. Carlos Cheater with the $2 super chat. We need more of you, Rich, because you deserve it. Thank you, Carlos.
It might take me a minute to wake up.
LeBron in the paint. Out to D'Angelo Russell. Russell starts to drive in the paint himself. He will pass it out. 3-point attempt by Dinwiddie is no good. Trey Jones with the rebound. He'll bring it up for the Spurs. Sprints up the court, getting ahead of everybody, and pumps the brakes. Well, I thought something was going to happen there in transition. Not so much. Gets it out to Brandon. Brandon's going to start to drive. Out to Kelvin for 3. And now the bodies are going to hit the floor. We're going to have an offensive foul on the Spurs. Mansar Maboop. No, Jones isn't getting traded. You know, you need a good boop. You guys need a boop?
They need to like boost.
Boop. You know what you also haven't had yet tonight? You haven't had a Grogu hug. Headband Power Grogu.
It's adorable.
Look at Headband Power Grogu.
I love him with that.
He loves the headband too. Is Spurs turn the ball over and Jackson Hayes flies in for a dunk. We're down by 14. Come on, guys. Vassell the ball in the paint. The runner, no good. Sohan with the offensive rebound. Oh gosh, Zach Collins is checked back in. Sohan now is going to take a 3. No good. Shaq going to fool Zach. Yeah, that sounds about right. I was saying when you were kind of waking up is Brandon postered LeBron tonight.
Oh, wow.
LeBron off the glass good, and we are now down by 16. Yeah, left-handed dunk too, offhand.
Really?
Yeah, he just drove in the paint, threw it down hard on him.
We might have to clip that.
I'd like to see that more from Malachi.
Yeah.
We see it rarely. I mean, we drafted him as a 3-level scorer, but a lot of games he's a no-level scorer. Like half the characters makes you smile. Well, good. Van Stay's getting a rest before what might be a final push. But we're down by 16. I don't know how much push we got left. And we can't use the back-to-back as an excuse. The Lakers are on a back-to-back as well. We are 4 thumbs up away from 150. Can we get to 150, my friends?
Go, Spurs, go! Go, Spurs, go!
Only you can prevent forest fires. And you know what? We need some Chuck. Leon, I think he just might be tired. He played 31 minutes last night. I don't know how many minutes he played tonight. I have no idea. He's definitely slowed down in the second half a bit. So he might be tired. We have seen him get visibly tired in games. The YouTube video said LeBron James dunked on by a Spurs player. Couldn't even name. Really? There already a video up that says LeBron James dunked on by a Spurs player. That's what they titled it? Seriously? Oh my gosh. I don't think Wemmy's ever going to play 42 minutes a game, Phil, but 36 to 38? Yeah. No, Zach Collins got dunked on early in. Malachi Branham dunked on LeBron James, and they're saying that somebody clipped it already, and it said LeBron James dunked on. Unless you're trolling. LeBron James dunked on by a Spurs player. Rich, I'm going to put my oogly face at what? What are your oogly face at my PF? What's a PFP? I'm going to put my oogly face at my PFP. What that is?
I like to see something about the Shanghai Sharks.
We're definitely expected to get a lottery pick, but I didn't think we'd be this bad. We actually have taken more free throws than the Lakers, by the way, 19 to 16.
Oh.
Our benches outscored the Lakers 37 to 14, which tells me the starting lineup ain't getting it done tonight. This is the reason I want to trade Vassell. Going hot and then go 3 for 4. Is he 3 for 14 tonight? Dang. Juan, good evening to you. Is he really 3 of 14? Jeez. That's just bad. I'm sorry. I like Devin, but 3 of 14? Kokushiba, we are the next team in the NBA, and we're playing a team with an aging vet. And I would be pushing the pace on him, and I don't know. Blake Wesley hasn't played much in the second half, has he? Zach Collins gets in the paint, throws it up off the glass, no good. And it's Lakers ball, and the Spurs are on the verge of this maybe turning into a blowout. LeBron guarded by Zach Collins, I don't like that at all. He's looking for the ISO, go figure. LeBron's going to start to drive. Nope, just going to pull up for the jumper. In and out, Burger. The ball's going to be knocked out of bounds, and it's going to be Spurs ball. Ryan Dunn. Not familiar with him, Rose City. Oh, profile pick. Okay. Sell taking the night off. If he's 3 of 14, it feels like it. Can we put the Coyote in the rotation with Victor? Yes. And put Zach in the... Yes. Let's put Coyote in. Vassell's a third option on a playoff contender. Easy, I think Vassell would thrive more as a third option than the second option. Someone tries to get into Zach Collins. The ball's going to be bounced around, and it's going to roll out of bounds. That's another turnover. Wemby is done tonight. Pop won't use him. Blowout game for the Lakers. He might not bring him back in being down by 16. No, he's back in. Never mind. Wow, that was a quick 180. He needs a couple assists for a triple-double. This is an interesting lineup. Trey Jones, Sohan, Branham, Vassell, and Wemby. Jackson Hayes gonna throw it out of bounds, and it was apparently off a spur. Yeah, why not, Jack? I wasn't picking up on that. I got it now. And a contender team, Devin So will be a spot-up shooter. He's not that good. He's not progressed the way I would like. LeBron gets by everybody, gets in the paint, misses the layup. Spurs ball. Vassell open for a corner 3. He can't make a bucket. Dinwiddie, 0 points, 1 rebound, 1 assist in 24 minutes, and is plus 21. 3 for 15 for Devin now. And now the Spurs almost turn the ball over. It's going to go out of bounds off LeBron. It's going to be Spurs ball down by 16. They need a run like now. Now. Kokushiba, yeah, plus minus is still a little flawed. It is. I don't know what I don't know how to fix this team. There's a lot of fixing that needs to be fixed. Branham with the ball right now, starts to drive. Out to Wemby. Wemby's going to chuck a 3. No good. And Wemby's been settling for far too many threes in the second half. I think he's missed all his threes in the second half. LeBron guarded by Jeremy Sohan, starts to drive, gets in the paint, throws it up, no good. Gonna get the foul. We have 8 points in the fourth quarter right now. 8. Yeah, Wemby is now 6 of 14. He's 3 of 7 from the arc, but I think he made most of those threes in the first half, if not all of them. I can't believe how bad Devin's playing tonight. It is what it is. I mean, it's a lost season at this point. We're just hoping for LeBron at the line for 2. For progress, see guys develop. Angie, he's still in there. But I don't think he's going to be playing much longer with us down by 17. Flex assist, that's true. Our floor spacing can be very bad at times. We beat the Lakers last time we played them, didn't we? Unacceptable. Rodney Smith, I don't think we're going to get a long-time bet at PG. I don't know what they're going to do at point guard. I don't know what they're going to do this offseason, if they're going to make a play for Trae Young, who they're going to draft. Be interesting to watch and follow. Wemby with the ball, starts to drive. A very awkward layup is good and 1. The old left-handed scoop shot. You don't know what you're doing when Braun retires? You're going to keep watching the Lakers, aren't you? Wemby's reach is just ridiculous. Oh, yeah, we got to 100. Victor's free throw on the way. Made a three-point play. This happened when Simmons was there, and B was, yeah. Simmons cannot floor space because Buda, I'm wearing Kellen's tonight. I like the Kellen jersey, even though he's playing kind of tonight. That runner's no good. Jackson Hayes with the rebound. All right, Davis hasn't played for a while for the Lakers. With them up by this much, though, why risk injury, I suppose? LeBron with the ball now for the Lakers. And a jumper at the buzzer, no good. Shot clock violation. That may have been blocked by Wemby. Actually, it might have just been a terrible shot by LeBron. I don't know if that was partially blocked or he just had nothing on it. Let me take a look. LeBron, turnaround, spin around Jay. Actually, he may have been fouled there. Oh no, it was blocked. Definitely a block. It was a block before he hit him, which means it should be a block, not a foul. It's for sure a foul. He blocked the shot before he hit his hand. He hit the ball first. They were going to give him that. They're reviewing it right now. Waiting on the official review. And he blocked the ball first. He did hit LeBron's hand after the block, which means that does not affect the shot. Therefore, I thought that's not a foul. Oh, they get him on landing in the zone now, Juan? Yep, 2 free throws. Get him the foul. Whatever. What are you gonna do? I had no idea, Derek. Nice, Stevie. Embrace the suck, everyone. We're going to a timeout. 116-101. I have no idea where it is. Kokushiba on last challenges. I have not been tracking that. And I'm not going to say this game is over. They need a monster run like right now in the next 2 minutes or it is over. He did touch the ball first. I thought that's not a block. Or I thought that is a block when you touch the ball first. Unknown Duck. Who is? Oh, Pop. No, let's not bring up any current presidents or former presidents. That opens up conversation for politics, which we don't want here. So don't be that guy that starts politics. Let's stay away from that. Uh, 116-101. A lot of Spurs fans still feel some type of way about LeBron because of the 2000 NBA Final. I mean, I think people are going to feel that way about LeBron because of the Ray Allen shot, not so much LeBron. Victor will be a triple-double machine when he gets players around him that can actually knock down shots. This is fair. Wait, are they still reviewing this? I thought LeBron was getting the free throws. Are they... I'm gonna pop a little wink at one. It's a coach's challenge by the Spurs. I guess they're still looking at it. All right, so now we're in Coach's Challenge. By the time we get players, Wemby Rookie will be up, and Wemby will. Marnus, I don't think he's going to leave. Mohammed, good evening to you. Bear and Miss TSR are completely out right now. It's a block. And exactly what I said and you guys were saying. Hit the ball first and then his hand. So it's a block. Thank you. We won the challenge. He hit the ball first. He did hit LeBron's hand. I'm not saying he didn't. Block the shot first and then the contact. The contact did not affect the shot because the shot was already blocked. Good challenge. Gio, that took way too long. Good evening, the prune. Mr. Z, I know you're lighting up. 116-101, Spurs ball. And now a kickball by Jackson Hayes. He booted that thing. Worst case scenario is we don't get any good piece, and when we get I don't want to start talking like that in his rookie year that he's leaving. We've touched base on it a little bit, but I don't want to keep thinking that mentality that he's leaving. That would be a disaster for the organization, an absolute disaster. That probably would get them to move to Austin because they would probably lose a lot of fans if they screwed that up. Brandon with the ball, pull up Jay. No good. Not what needed there. Round shot in the minor pass for, yeah. Well, that's not another, for me too, I'm going to go back some years. The Rod Strickland pass out of bounds. He was trying to hit Sean Elliott against Portland way back in the day. LeBron pull-up jumper good. And this game's pretty much done with. Wemby with the ball right now. LeBron with 30 points tonight. A very quiet but efficient 30 points. Sohan gets in the paint. Misses a layup. Putback is good by Jeremy. So would you call them the Spakers, Carlos, or the Lures? And now a whistle, and I think we're going to have the benches clear. Are the benches clearing? Are we going to garbage time? Fortune reality, a player that caliber and that fame will probably leave San Antonio to big market. Not necessarily. Giannis stayed in Milwaukee. I don't know if he's going to continue to stay in Milwaukee, but he did stay in Milwaukee and win a championship. Lance, I'm the only one awake. Coyote's out. He's falling asleep. Headband Grogu's out. Bear's out. Miss TSR's out. Yeah, everybody's out. They're all sleeping except for me. We'll get a couple good picks this summer. Hopefully Rob Dillingham and Cody Williams. You can't lie, we have been playing better, but not good enough to win. Had Mono made his free throws, well, yeah, Rodney. Yeah. If Tim Duncan had been in the game at the end and stopped that offensive rebound, there's a lot of ifs on that series. That was devastating to lose that NBA Finals the way we did that year. Why play might be different from Americans? You don't care much about big market city. Well, Plexus, you might be right. There's a different mentality there. LeBron 1 year from retirement. I think he plays 1 year with his son, and then he retires. I think that's the goal. Whoever drafts Bronny, and I think somebody will draft Bronny in the second round. LeBron with a nice night, 39-7. He drafted him in the second round. Bron opts out of his Lakers contract, goes there for 1 year, and calls it a career. Oh, Wemby's still in there, so the Spurs haven't pulled the plug yet. Lakers have not all their bench in there. Austin Reeves is still in there. Well, who else is in there? Rui Hachimura's still in there. Russell's actually still in there. There he is over there. Spur of the moment, it's almost 1 a.m. here, too. Struggle's real, believe me. I'm feeling it this morning. Actually, it is morning. Feeling it this morning. I'm sure many of you are, too. Russell on the three-pointer on the inbound pass, no good. Spurs ball only down by 15. So we'll get it to Wemby. Wemby out in three-point land will start to drive, gets into the paint. Gets it to a cutting Branham, and Branham's going to get rejected. And the ball is thrown out of bounds, going to go right back to the Spurs. There's a reason why soccer in general in the U.S. and Canada has always been a struggle to market. There's just no such thing as timeouts, which allows commercial breaks. Interesting. Yeah, Danny Berry, GG, but yeah. We already traded McDermott. He's gone. I don't want to see Wemby in a Lakers uniform on Nunduck. Is that a block by Wemby as I looked away? Calvin's going to drive in the paint. Throws it up and in and one. Might be one of those too little too late deals again. Glazing Bacon, good evening. Trade Collins for a high five. I would do that. My apologies if my energy level is extremely low. It's almost 1 a.m. The second of a back-to-back late game for us. So I'm definitely feeling it. Everybody's asleep at my house except for me. Dougie's not coming back. Branham. Daniel Barry. The Branham, it was Malachi Branham with the poster dunk. Bring back K-Clock. Amityville, good evening to you. He's been trying to get those last 2 assists forever. Most painful part of it all is everyone's saying our team sucks, and there's no denying it now. After so many years of winning, it hurts to be at the bottom. Wemby remains to be the bright spot. Mel, I can't argue with that at all. By the way, if you haven't hit the thumbs up, please do so. Do appreciate you guys hanging out tonight. And, of course, you're a Spurs fan, make sure to hit the subscribe button. Or if you just like hanging out, appreciate you being here. I'm usually more lively than this, but it's the second of a late game, and I'm exhausted. Kellen's going to drive in the paint, gets another jumper. Well, Kellen coming to life in the last 2.5 minutes. Great. Where was that earlier, buddy? Kind of needed that a long time ago. Oh, Wemby's out of the game, so no triple-double for Wemby tonight. I just realized Zach Collins is back in there. Austin Reeves out in three-point lane, guarded against going against Zach Collins. I'm sorry, that's Mamu. Wrong white guy, Rich. I'm tired. I thought that was Zach Collins. That's actually Mamu, so Pop has emptied the bench. Oh, wait, Collins and Mamu were out there. I'm sorry. Malachi Branham for 3. Malachi's actually had a good game. You have a great weekend too, Calvin. It is Lakers ball, D'Angelo Russell. Get over to Jackson Hayes. Hayes drops it off to Reeves. Reeves back to Russell. 10. He's just going to launch a mile-long 3. Mamu with the rebound. That was a terrible shot. Calvin with the ball right now on three-point land. Let's just launch straight up 3. Calvin, where was all this earlier? It's a 7-point game. Calvin, where was this earlier? We needed this all game, not just in the last 2 minutes. Reeves one-on-one with Branham, 8 on the shot clock. Going to start to drive, gets into the paint. Get to Hayes, and Hayes will throw him down the dunk and finish the game off. Spurs made it a little interesting at the end, but not interesting enough. Kokushiba, he's got a lot of records already. A lot. Nether, we need a lot. And Lakers are just empty their bench with a bunch of guys I don't even recognize. I have no idea who all these guys are. John Lou, I would rather see Kelvin in the starting lineup. We just don't have... Our bench is terrible. We need somebody to score off the bench, and he's been inconsistent off the bench. And Champagne's going to get fouled after the inbound pass. 32 seconds left. And we're getting a couple free throws. Oh, boy. Carlos, I'm dead tired, too. I feel you, man. These back-to-back late games. Champagne misses the first free throw. Now, the game is over. We're down by 9, so anybody checking out, if you get the thumbs up on the way out, would appreciate you. You know, I wouldn't mind Mamu getting some more minutes to see what he can do. 1-2, 8-point game. And I don't know who any of these Lakers players are at this point. And Christie and Hayes, that's about it. Actually, Hood, I know Hood. And Lakers just going to hold the ball now. Oh, we're going to launch a three. That was an air ball. Ball's going to go out of bounds. Spurs ball with 11 seconds left. Oh, Rodney, I plan on sleeping in. Definitely. Yep, unknown duck. I'd rather not talk about that. One win during the rodeo road trip. It was the Raptors, right? 1-8. Collins is going to launch a three. Of course he made it. When it doesn't matter, he made it. Well, the score looks respectable, but it wasn't really that close. Good news is we didn't have any crashes tonight. Last stream, if you guys remember, we had a bit of a crashing issue where the stream sometime would go down, and that happened a couple times recently. Everything was solid tonight. I downgraded my OBS software from version 30 to 29, and knock on wood, so far so good. So we'll try it again on Sunday night and see if that was maybe the issue. Let's pull up the final stats for the evening, my friends. It's been a late one. Yeah, I'm going to go to bed after this. We're going to go through this quick. For the Lakers, we're not going to hit everybody that played, just people that scored because they didn't have any other bench. Anthony Davis, a huge game, 28 and 13. Rui Hachimura with 17. LeBron James with 37 and 9. 30 points, 7 rebounds, 9 assists. D'Angelo Russell with 22 points. Austin Reeves with 10 points and 9 assists. Prince with 5 off the bench. Hayes with 8 off the bench. And Christie with 3 off the bench for our San Antonio Spurs. Champagny with 7 points. Sohan with 15 and 13 rebounds. Not bad. Victor Wembanyama with 27 points, 10 rebounds, 8 assists, 5 steals, and 5 blocks again. That is back-to-back games with 5 steals and 5 blocks. Wow. Trey Jones with 8 points. Kind of a quiet night for him. Devin Vassell with awful 10 points on 3 of 15 shooting off the bench. Zach Collins had actually one of his his best game probably in 2024. Had 14 points and hit both of his threes. Let's see. Osman with 2. Kellen Johnson with 14. Most of this coming at garbage time at the end. Branham had one of his best games of the year, 17 points. And Blake Wesley with 4. 123, 118. The Spurs dropped to 11 and 45. Or are we 11 and 46 now? I don't know. It's bad. I think we're 11 and 46 now. This is going to be the worst Spurs team of all time when it's all said and done. And it hurts to say that, but it's reality. So I'm going to go wake up Miss TSR and get to bed. So thank you all, everybody. Appreciate your support. Have a great weekend. We'll see you Sunday night. I'll do a video tomorrow morning. I know a video I want to do tomorrow. I know exactly what I want to talk about. So we'll be doing that tomorrow. Thank you all. Until next time, what you going to do when TSR Sports runs wild on you? Go Spurs, go.